wish I could find my pen. What am I taking? Yeah, what am I waiting for? I got the Louis, and I can't leave a thing behind. Got the Louis, will it be different, change your mind? I gotta pack it for every reason, every season, be it night or day. I gotta pack the Louis. I love my Louis when I go away.
Doesn't matter who you are, find out all my secrets. For every time we say goodbye, it doesn't matter. I feel how close you are. I hope you're not my murderer. In my dreams and in my DR. And if you make me fall down, don't doubt it doesn't matter.
Good evening, everybody. We're back with Gunpoint tonight. Obviously, we've got a really late start to the stream tonight, so I don't expect too many people to be here. But if you are able to hear this, that means you're showing up either on the VOD or on the cast. So very happy to have you here in either case. And we'll make a little bit more progress in terms of Gunpoint. I don't know, especially if we don't have kind of the regulars in. I don't know if I quite want to finish the game tonight, but I did say I was going to cast, and we will do our best to at least have a little bit of fun with this game. So I'm a tremendous fan of it. I have played it through to the end, so there's really no surprises in the game for me. I'm not necessarily doing anything all that different from the first playthrough that I would have done either. I might go for some achievements. I don't really know. I think even if I remember like there's an achievement that I haven't got yet, I'll do it. So I think like there's one where you can buy a gun, which I didn't do in my first playthrough. Maybe I'll do something like that. But at this point, I'm really the big difference between the two playthroughs has been I take a lot of time to sort of explain the steps that I'm taking to solve these puzzles. Because again, I think this is a really great game, especially right now when people are sort of thinking of maybe gift idea. Like, I suspect everybody's gift buying has probably already happened for like family members or people who are really close and you really need to get a gift for. But maybe some of those smaller gifts that you give for friends or acquaintances, maybe people you game with a whole lot, streamers you really like, things like that, those are easier to put off in the end. And we've got a Steam sale coming up, so an opportunity to play a game like this is it's a chance to maybe share some stuff that maybe gets a little bit lost in the rush. There's a lot of really good games that come out, and there's marketing that goes behind it. There's a lot of things that go into directing our attention to some games rather than others, and I definitely feel like Gunpoint is one which has a very high payoff. I think there's a lot of people who will enjoy a game like this, and definitely fewer than have played, although I believe it was a successful game. So with that in mind though, if your gamer friends are anything like me, they're always looking for something new to play, and I think this is a wonderful candidate for that. So with that in mind, we'll just pick up from where we left off. I've discovered evidence that Selena Delagdo's post-mortem was altered after Kate Collins was arrested. What I don't know is why, and my men are covering for one of their own, or just, are men covering for one of their own, or just changing facts to fit the easiest suspect to convict? What do you want me to do about it? If you can get to the coroner's computer in our HQ, you might be able to find the autosave of the original somewhere on there. If we can see what the difference is, we might just confirm whether this is corruption or just laziness. Can't you, the police chief of the actual police, get this police thing from the police? Ask my predecessor. You can't. He was shot 6 times in the chest shortly after referring one of his offers to Internal Affairs for document forgery. Who's to say that was even related? The police chief of the actual police. Me. Mayfield is disconnected. So as we learned last time, it's probably a good idea to go into a hiding place, especially when you have a patrol up there. So you'll notice that there was a battery up here, so that's a new element which we haven't had before. I think in this case I'm just going to unwire everything. So the neat challenge for this puzzle here is that there's no direct entry save for this area. We've got a guy patrolling, and if I smash through the windows. And I do have the hush crackers, so that's it's not out of the realm of possibility. I can either crash through the windows, or I can try and walk in through the door here. So I think what I'm going to try and do is, again, not use any lethal force. So I want to turn off the lights and open up the door. In fact, I think I'll open both. I do have the option of shocking this guy, but I'll see if I can run by him without having to do that. Actually, you know what? I think this is all a moot point because I need to get the green... I don't believe there's actually a way for me to do this without violence. But that almost sounds like a challenge, doesn't it? So let's see how far we can get with this. Oops. Alright, so for whatever reason, I turned the lights back on again. So I'm just trying to think about... So why did that turn off? I don't know. I won't question it. So, as is, we sort of talked about this yesterday. This game is basically a puzzle game. It hasn't, you know, it has the action element. So, like, obviously, I need to respond to the behavior of the guards. Again, I don't know why I'm turning on the lights again. Okay, that's dumb. I think I'm going to start by focusing on just the lights. And then I'll worry about all the other shenanigans. Hey Kite, how's it going? Glad to see you in here. How have you been? It's been a while since I've actually been able to see you cast. I think you're also the only person in here right now, so I don't know if I should give you a shout out or wait until somebody's inside before I do any of that. Oh, not a problem at all. It's quite late, so I'm not expecting too many people to show up if I'm completely honest. But I'm really happy that you stopped by. For those of you, so I will just say, obviously, I'm going to continue to cast assuming that people are paying attention to what I'm saying. Oh, okay, so they're all hooked up to... Got it. It's better if I assume that people are watching. But I do want to take a minute and say that Kite is a fellow member of Team Panda. I'm an idiot. He's a fantastic caster, does a lot of co-op casts, and I think one of the best things about him is that, especially having had that experience with Jessie Quill, who herself did such a wonderful job of sort of carrying me through Saints Row and giving people a chance to see what that game's about and see how fun it is. I mean, I'm a really big fan of Saints Row. I think one of the things I've really begun to appreciate about Kite's casts is how he makes other casters better by interacting with them. I think it's actually... It can be a hard thing to do, in my opinion. And I think now having had that experience of trying to share a cast with somebody without becoming, maybe a little too overbearing in the treatment, I've really been able to appreciate what Kite gives to his other casters in addition to his own cast. And just in general, is an incredibly nice guy. I think that's one of the things that I think is completely unambiguous about Kite is it's hard to find a nicer person on Twitch. But in addition to just being a really great person, I think he does this really wonderful job of entertaining. Not a problem, Kite. I just wish there were more people around to hear it. Love the new range of games. That is really gratifying to hear. I mean, obviously, I don't want to abandon something like Crusader Kings 2 because clearly people like watching that. And I still think there's value in playing games like that. But I also know my gaming experience has been different from ooh, Jesus. I didn't mean to kill that guy. Yeah, I mean, I just think my gaming experience has been different from the games that I've been able to play on stream, and that's just because I've been streaming on a Mac. So a chance to be able to share some of these other titles like Gunpoint has been a really great opportunity for me. So obviously I'm spending a little too much time chatting rather than focusing on the mission, so I'll probably go into a little bit of a low commentary mode for a second, just while I sort myself out. And a wonderful soundtrack to this game, too. I think there need to be more games with upright bass in it. By the way, Kite, I will say, too, if you get a chance to stop by later on in the week, we've got a few more games that maybe are a little unexpected for me to be playing in line as well. So, well, my CK2cast, did I ever finish Shadowrun? No, we're going to be coming back to Shadowrun, actually. Not right away, but there's definitely more Shadowrun coming in the future. I still need to figure out whether or not Shadowrun Hong Kong is my my preferred version of the series, or if Dragonfall has the edge. They're both really good titles, so it's hard for me to decide. So I need to decide: do I crack through the window, or do I try to? You know what? I can afford to take the stairs, actually. It's just because the lights are out, they can't really see me. Let's be smart. Oh, it's a game called Roman that plays a lot like this. You think you'd like, it's an action puzzle. That's by Devolver, isn't it? I think I've seen, I don't remember if Claro is playing Ronan, but it feels like the name of a game that I've heard of before. Yeah, I was gonna say anything that's like Gunpoint definitely gets points in my book. Pretty unlikely that Ronan's made by the same people. This is by a guy who worked for PC Gamer UK called Tom Francis. So his so far as I can tell, he kind of works on his own. But that doesn't mean that Gunpoint didn't have an influence on Ronan. This is such a weird wiring pattern, but I think I can make this work. Alright. So again, I need to be a little smarter about this, but oh, you know what? I messed it up. So here what I'm doing is I'm going to open up the door, and then I'm going to run into the camera to be able to open up this vault door. I also need to remember to go back and get the laptop. I think it's here. Okay, somehow I just wound up walking onto the other side of that door no matter what, so... How dapper. How's it going, KNA 5041? I am a massive fan of... So have you played Gunpoint? I don't believe we've ever had this conversation. I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to access this laptop. No, like that. Gonna head to bed. Hope to stop by again when you're streaming. Kate, it was great to have you here, even for such a short period of time. I'll get a chance to catch one of your casts now that I'm out of school. And you know what? I can afford, now that I'm in some dialogue, I can afford to give you a proper shout out. So as I said earlier, Kite260 is one of the nicest people I've met on Twitch. Big supporter of myself, Seriously Clara, a ton of streamers actually. Like I said, somebody who really does the co-op cast in the best form that I've really been able to see so far. And somebody who's a very strong caster on his own. So if his personality wasn't enough to merit that follow button, his content certainly is. So I definitely encourage you guys to give him a shot. Oops, I really wanted to read that. Is there any way to go back? Sadly not, and I don't really want to abandon the mission just so I can read the flavor text, so sorry about that, guys. Gunpoint is a pretty good game. Saw a few others play it a few years ago. It's a really, yeah, I mean, one of the things I like the most about it is because it was made by a games journalist, so it's actually a chance for somebody to go from, you know, maybe sitting... I mean, one thing about this kind of journalism, right, is that it's very easy to have opinions on things. I certainly have lots of opinions about the games that I play, but it doesn't necessarily make them right, and it doesn't necessarily give any appreciation for what actually is involved in game development. And so... it's kind of neat to see somebody take their perspective of gaming and the things that they like, and to turn it into something that's a really effective, small little game. You know, the puzzle elements are interesting, but there's just enough action inside of it to keep it interesting. I just think it's a nice compact little package, and I like introducing it to people because I think it's a really satisfying experience to play this game. I also really like its sense of humor. So, did you find the original obituary? Fresh from the recycle bin. I suspect we are not dealing with a clever cop. Superb. Oh wow, she was shot 3 times, not 1, and the second of the 2 shots were point-blank range, seconds after she hit the ground. Whoever killed Selena Delgado, they dropped out of a 3rd-story window to make sure she was dead. We're either dealing with a professional operative or more than one shooter. Either way, this suggests Katie Collins is innocent. Can we release it? Yes, but not yet. I need enough to get every dirty cop in this town arrested the moment I go public with this, or I'll disappear under suspicious circumstances. I can handle that side of it, but I'll get in touch if I find any more about our killer. Thanks, Conway. Suspect. I have a suspect for the Selena Delgado murder. I need you to get into his apartment and look for a piece of evidence that might confirm it. Let's do our upgrade. I feel like I already upgraded the charge up time once before, but I could be wrong. I think I've got something. What? Post-mortem you retrieved showed that Selena was shot again, point blank, with the same weapon right after hitting the ground, which suggests her killer threw himself out of a 3rd-story window just to make sure she was dead. People who throw themselves out of 3rd-story windows aren't all bad. That means he had tech. I'm guessing drop-shot trench coat, but who knows what else. So I've tracked a few shipments from TX Fabrications who make that stuff, and it turned up an address right across the street from the crime scene. Oh, yeah? I want you to go check it out. Look for any evidence of what kit this guy might have, anything else suspicious. Up for it? Always. So for those of you who are not here at the start, the implication is that the investigation we're about to do is going to to have me basically finger me as the murderer. Alright, so I almost was an idiot and ran in front of this guard here, so let's just jump to the other side. Oh. Well then. Let's think about it. Ah, that was one part I didn't pay attention to. So I can close the door on him. I think the problem here is that he can see from the other side. I want to see if he goes on patrol from the lights going off, though. So. Okay, so I should be safe. Again, I gotta make sure that he doesn't see me. I also should be looking for the laptop if there is one. Ah, it's inside here. I thought I had the hush cracker, but... from Selena to Mark Jackson, subject blurred. Millie knew you were here yesterday. Hopefully she thinks it's just business, but ugh, I hate doing this to her. I don't think she knows anything, but then I wouldn't. She's about 8 times smarter than me. Whatever it is you wanted to talk about tonight, I hope it has to do with you manning the hell up and telling her. Yes. Alright, this is a problem. I think I get an achievement for knocking this guy over the edge. Or I just die. It's weird, you should be able to knock them. There we go. Is that everything I needed to get? I guess so? I don't know, it'll tell me in a minute. Find anything? Nope, the place is clean. The only thing this guy's guilty of is great taste. Hey, Wooly Bully, how's it going? Yep, the packaging for Bullfrog projectile trousers. That's interesting. It proves he's an agent, but to be honest, it's a pretty novice kit. A pro like ours wouldn't be just getting around trying out the springy legs gadget. Let me keep digging and I'll get back to you. So Wooly Bully, I should ask, have you played Gunpoint before? Alive and kickin'. Yeah, so we have Hushcracker. I think in this case I will... So I should have gotten an achievement. Actually, I should be able to check my Steam to make sure I got that. Apparently not. I think there's an achievement for getting a gun. I'm just going through the achievements to take a look and see what we've got here. You have not played it, and have I ever played EYE Divine Cybermancy? No, actually, I've just seen the title before. I haven't really actually played Oh, I have to knock him through a window, not out of a window. Okay, that's a little bit of a shame. I don't know anything about it, KNA. What's it about? And I will tell you about Well, I mean, Gunpoint may be apparent by the time I get back to you, Wooly Bully, but I'm a big fan of this game. Let's get ourselves the drop shot, and we might as well go for Death. No, you know what? Death Fluke is lame. I'll do long shot first. The room. I've got something big. I think we can close the case tonight. Drop me a line and I'll tell you what I can. A source I trust just tipped me off to a recording of everything that happened in Rook's office the night of Delagdo's murder. It's from a second camera, one that was backed up to a secure DataSec facility without the killer knowing. I need you to break into DataSec and get that recording for me. Why do you believe them? I can't tell you that yet. Who's the source? Can't tell you that yet. Where's the second camera? Can't tell you that yet. Thanks for the information. You've been a big help. So I'll give you an idea. This is actually a fun mission anyway, so I'll take a minute. So the idea behind this game is essentially a puzzle game. The main mechanic of it is this rewiring. So the big idea here is that you have like a red circuit, and then in this level we also have a green and a purple. So if you mouse over, it'll sort of tell you how everything's connected. Now, what I want to do in this game, my primary objective is going to be this terminal. And then there's also laptops running around, so I think there's one down here that'll access as well. And so the name of the game is basically to rewire the level in such a way that you can, you can get to where you want to go. At this point here, there's really only one way for me to get into the building, and that's through this roof. And ultimately, it's going to involve me breaking glass. So I can sort of make a decision whether I want to fall with the guard and the guard with me and knock him down, or I can try and be a gentleman about it and not hurt him. So in this case, I'm gonna hook this up. This is gonna activate when he walks through. There we go. So my first priority is to get the green, access to the green codes, and then I can do the purple at the same time. So I have access to everything now. What I want to do here is open up the purple door to get to the terminal. It's not necessarily obvious how I can accomplish that, so let's just take a minute and look at the layout of the level. So if I make a noise, I'm able to... I know how I'm going to do this. So the idea here is that I want to make a noise that will trigger this noise detector. It's going to open the door, and then it's also going to open this door. So the big thing is, how do I make a noise here? And I'm going to be able to do that through the elevator. So if I run through this, it'll call the elevator up, and then that'll trigger the noise. I need to be kind of quick, but I have a fairly good jump, so I'll just get a head start. And there we go. Can't really describe it. It's a very unique and engrossing FPS game, but it has a deep role-playing element. Deep role-playing elements, kind of like an indie Deus Ex. Something in somewhat of a different setting. Okay, well, I mean, Deus Ex is clearly, it's a title everybody has to have played. I mean, that's such a fantastic game. So that on its own is very high praise. We have a Steam sale coming up. I think it's definitely something for me to check out. Maybe they have a demo too. I should check that out at the end of the cast. But I'm going to take it from your asking that this is something that you think is worthy of my attention. It's something that I should give a shot. from Ty Leabidi to Jason Sarah, the setup. Alright, I'm lost now. Why do the East Point Police want to store something on this server in particular? And what is it? It was a feed. If it was a feed, wouldn't we all just receive a stream like usual? P.S. No, I'm not stealing footage of people making out for you, Ty. Alright, so the last thing I need to worry about is how I get out of here. So, first and obvious step will be to... there's only one exit, which is, of course, to go through the trapdoor here. So I need to reactivate the sound. And of course, one challenge I'm going to run into is the fact that I left the guard alive. So... or conscious, rather. So in this case here, I'm going to first make sure I just jump out straight away, and then I'm going to need to figure out a way to sort of navigate through the level so I don't get caught. Oh, that's an effective one. So again, just wait till his back is turned and then I can jump out. See, Gentleman Ghost made a bit of noise. That's inevitable because I'm going to smash through glass. So did you find the file? Yep, here it is. Huh, I'll be honest, this is a dummy file I put there. You match everything we know about Selena's killer, so we had to test where your allegiances lay. I apologize for the distress, I'm sure you understand. Nope, I kind of lost the plot on mission 2, I'm just getting paid. Well, you were close. I did wipe the datasec footage and I didn't kill it. I kind of want to do this one, but yeah, let's do it. What? And you've been helping me investigate yourself? I may have issues. Well, I knew he'd never catch me. It's like, what can I say? You pay well. So you wiped the footage because it made you look guilty. Did you see who actually did it? Nope, but I suspect it was somebody working for Intex. Jesus! Alright, well you've helped me get to the bottom of the corruption problem at least. Turns out my men are just lazy idiots. That's gonna make it hard to make progress on the Delecto case for a while, so if you find the guy who did it before I do, just send me a text on your way there. If we get reports of gunshots or anything, we might be a bit slow to respond. We might not solve the case. Right. So now I don't have any other options but to do these Intex missions, so... Need a pro for some deniable ops work. Disgusting pay. Who the fuck are you? Conway, freelance espionage. Conway, hat financer. Who the fuck are you? Gessler, CEO, Intex. I need someone serious. Are you? I am serious. Don't call me Shirley. Oh my god, I love all of these hats. As a pulmonary edema. Not that serious, no. I am serious and don't call me Shirley. Whatever, I make guns. Rook makes guns. Rook's working on some bullshit secret project she thinks is gonna get her, let her get around the gun ban, and she doesn't know I know about it. You're gonna steal it. Not wild about stealing from Rook. Christ, look, I don't care if you're fucking her. It's a corporation, this is business, and it's getting done whoever does it. Unless you're a goddamn employee, I suggest you look at this ridiculous fucking fee again and sign on the figurative fucking line. Where is it? Watch some videos on EYE before deciding if you want to play it or not. Okay, that's cool to know, KNA. I also appreciate when people are, you know, kind of give some indications in terms of saying, you know, check it out for yourself beforehand. Because even with the 2 hour, like a really good example of this would be like Elite Dangerous for me, which came very highly recommended from a couple of different people. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, they seem to have a good idea about what I'm interested in. And I didn't enjoy it. And in fact, the setup for it is so convoluted that I actually wound up using up my 2 hours before I really had any idea of what the game was. And so that's like a big sunk cost for me. Like it's money that's gone into a game that I actually don't really enjoy playing. So I actually kind of like it when people say it's like you should maybe just take a look for yourself before you jump into the game. But yeah, I'll definitely check it out, KNA, because I know you know what you're talking about. So that on its own is worth checking out. Alright, good point. First you're going to find out where it is. She's outsourcing all the work to a company called TX Fabrications to keep it secret. Hit their admin center in Belsize Way and search the main terminal. I'll text you the code name you're looking for. Any special requests? Look, I don't judge assets by how well they blither into their fucking phones, so the jury's still out on you. If you want to impress me now or any time you're on Intex Op, don't leave witnesses. Anyone does see you, don't leave them breathing. I don't care how many hits it takes. Thanks for the tip, Gandhi. Alright, so there's only one way in, which is this roof. I'll obviously be careful in terms of how I set it up. This guy is... Actually, I guess I don't need to drop him. Yeah, let's see if I can do this non-violently, mostly just so I can annoy the Intex CEO. Now when I activate this elevator... Oop! So much for being nice. When I activate this elevator, it should cause him to turn around, I think. Oh, and of course he's gonna see me here now too. So I get to see how well these hush crackers work. Nope. Okay, let's just restart the mission then. This game is fun. Hey, T. Clark. Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. A little mystified about this mission because apparently the Hushcracker doesn't actually make the break-ins that quiet. So what we'll do here... Alright then. Can I get, like, somehow get right on top of him? Okay, I know how I'm gonna handle this. Oh, I'm screwed. Okay, I'll just calm down, wait for him to move in place. I'm gonna attribute this to me being terrible whenever I'm streaming in front of you guys. So the idea here is I'm going to make him turn around, then I'm going to head up the stairs. And I'll see if I can get my achievement by knocking him out of the window. So T-Clark, when you say this game is fun, have you played this yourself? I don't recall. Even going to be able to knock him out the window. Let's see. Nope. See if I can do it twice. There we go. Beat it back in March, maybe April. Cool. I just want to see if I got the achievement. Yep. Oh yeah, and I have a gun too. And he doesn't care. I'm an idiot. I'll see if I can maybe stick him up out of the elevator. Because again, there's another... Well, actually, we'll test it on this guy first. Quit it. For God's sakes, Fritz, how many times? We are not making anything for Rook. We would, she's great, but she hasn't asked us to. So please stop sending people to steal it. The first guy got knocked out by a prank spasm light switch, but the last two we had to kill. Reminder, my company invents shit that hurts people in weird ways. We're a terrible place to rob, especially if we don't have anything that you're looking for. Kelly. Nice. This gun is useless. Oops. Okay, can't push him too far, but I really need... There we go. I'm glad. So I never got the gun on my original playthrough, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm very happy I didn't. I don't find it that effective. Favorite thing was the punch counter. It had nothing to do with anything, but it was so amusing to you. Yeah, I already got the achievement, so I haven't actually done that before. But I think for the sake of comedic value, I should probably punch the hell out of somebody. So I had a ton of witnesses. But I was still a gentleman. Oh, client rating C. Get it? Got it. The prototype's a TX fabrication facility on Lyle. Or Lyle. Fucking A, you'll hear from me when we're ready to move. Call it. End call. Conway, get in touch. There's something we should talk about. You should know about your Intex contracts. I know you've taken a job to steal one of my prototypes. That doesn't sound like me. Honestly, it was the only thing going. It's fine, you're freelance. You're under no obligation to my company. I'm contacting you because the job is a ruse. The prototype you're looking for doesn't exist. We've left the lethal weapons market completely. Well, that's going to make my mission to retrieve it trickier. Maybe not. I'd actually like Intex to steal something from us. Something with a tracker on it. I'd be interested to know where it ends up. Why are you telling me? We honestly don't have one. We don't have anything you could steal that would be convincing to Gessler as a prototype weapon, so I need you to steal one. So that I can give it to you, so that I can steal it from you. Yes. I love this job. Aren't you afraid I'll sell Gessler? No, go ahead. It'll sound exactly like a ruse to cover up our secret prototype. From who? The same fabrication company that makes our prototypes. They build them for other clients too, and I want you to steal something they're making for the automotive industry. It won't look like a weapon, but Intex won't know what it is. That means it'll get to their labs, and we can trace it there. Well, this all makes perfect sense. Where am I going? 39 London Road. Any special requests? I'd appreciate if you could keep the violence to a minimum. Got it. I'll actually maybe show you guys the trailer to this. This is probably one of my favorite songs from the soundtrack. Alright, so why didn't that open? There we go. Probably wired it the wrong way. So as usual, because this is sort of a playthrough, I want to explain what I'm doing. So in this case here, the whole idea behind this particular map is to take advantage of the guard's movements to open up what you need. So in this case here, I'm going to let this guy open up the green door. Yellow door will be opened here, but I need to give this guy a reason to move around. So in addition, I'm going to turn off the lights. Oh, I was dumb. I should have paid attention to where they're going. So basically, he's going to open up. He's going to trigger this. The lights will go off, so this guy will patrol through. He hits the purple, which is going to... Again, I'll turn off the lights because that's an advantage to me. And I'll basically be able to get into the building. Okay, so disable that. I mean, the other thing that I could do is try and lock these guys into place. That might be an idea, actually. So I'll just get him to turn off the lights. Okay, so the idea here is I'm gonna try and trap everybody in their little caves. And again, this is obviously not a speedrun strat for the game. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to get back to here for that laptop, but I'll make my job a little bit easier. And I'll just make my job a little bit easier and sort of set everything up for the simplest form, and then I'll head back. I'll do whatever I need to do to open the green door again. It's not that hard. This is going to be a little tricky to close again, but I think we can get it. Yep. So in this case here, I mean, I can just jump in. Oh, you know what? I probably screwed it up. I'm probably going to need to... I think I still need... Yeah, I still need him patrolling, actually. So much for non-violence. Let's try that again. Ah, damn it. Go back 11 seconds. I really want to see if I can do this without knocking out any guards. No. I think the way to do that is to jump on the... Yeah. Well, I knew it'd be making noise, so that's not a big deal. Who saw me? Oh, he shot up. So here we can get away with locking him into his place again. Isn't this exciting to watch, chat? There we go. So one of the tricks here is I don't have the advantage of turning out the lights, so I need to be a little bit more careful in my movements. But in this case, I'll just open up the door for this guy and take advantage of the fact that he's going to be making a longer trip. Quiz: if Rook did have you working on something that hit the person's security market but would still be legal even during a gun ban, would she ask you to keep it confidential? And if she did, would you agree? And if you did, what would you say about it to me? You get it yet? FG. So if I can get away with it, I'll try and lock this guy in again, just because I'm going to need sort of a straight path out. And finally, we need to reopen this door. Okay, I really need to suicide out now. Oh god. I think I may have just trapped myself in here. So this is just so I can reopen the purple doors. Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. There we go. Yeah, T. Clark. I mean, I am not playing at all like I did when I first went through this. Find it okay? What the hell is this? Some kind of electric accelerator. My R&D guy has looked into something a bit like it for projectiles once. Drop it in the trash can at Union. I'll have someone pick it up, plant the tracker, and move it to the TX facility. We'll do long shot. Okay, you ought to know where you're going, but I'll say it anyway. TX Fabrication, Lyle Street, Steel Rook's prototype. Kessler is disconnected. As in life, anyone in a black suit is a professional. Professionals will shoot even if at gunpoint. They can also see in the dark. Why not? All right. So this part's just going to be sneaking around and trying to get to the terminals. All right then. Oh, he's just gonna camp that, huh? Alright. Now, it looks like the only thing I can do here is actually smash the glass. I wonder if there's a way I can not have to hurt this guy. Indeed there is. What I think I'm going to do is trap him in this side of the building, because I don't see any reason why I need to be back here after. There we go. So obviously I don't want to go to the bottom floor, but that shouldn't be too hard. Now this will be a little bit trickier because all that effort not to hurt the guy, and I think I might actually have to do it because well, let's see if I can. He'll probably see me from here. Yeah. I don't think there's anything I can do. Oh, wait. There we go. So it turns out I did need to open that door again. Jesus Christ. I need to be the one to trigger that. Okay. I guess I just wait for him to turn his back. There doesn't seem to be any better way to do this. Not my greatest moment. Ridiculous. I used to do that too, just fling yourself into the air so you could watch a Wile E. Coyote down the street. Yeah. I mean, there's so much about this game that... Wait a minute, why did I open this door? I just set myself up for a world of pain. Which is not to say I'm not going to go in there ever, but... Let me just think about what I want to have happen now. So I definitely want him patrolling. So actually in this case... Thank you, I am expert. Alright, Agent 4 knocked unconscious when one of my techs wired the front door open his face. Agent 5 fell down a 6-story shaft in our drop shot testing grounds. Agent 6 shot. We just shot him, Fritz. And Agent 7, gatecrasher test subject, kicked a door into him. Do you get it yet? I've known Melanie Rook longer than you, so I hope you'll take some advice. If you think you know her next move, you're looking at the wrong game. Kelly. I guess we need to go to the floor with the professional. There we go. Not fast, but... You get it? Yes, but there's something you should know about it. Yeah, we'll spit it out. It's really heavy, my arms hurt. Fucking fantastico. Get off at Central, switch bags with the guy on the far bench. The cash is in his. Alright, well, I don't have any other options, so I'll just upgrade the battery capacity. Just bear with me a second, guys. I'm trying to take the laptop that I used to use for casting and keep that to look at chat, but unfortunately it kind of shuts down on me after a while, so... I know it's a later start, and it's a little bit more of a low-key cast. So, obviously there's not a ton of, excuse me. There's not a ton to watch right now, but, Alright, so we've got the trace, let's see where it takes us. Tracker's operational, it's in the building we didn't know belonged to Intex, so if it's real, it could be big. What am I doing there? Get the prototype back, so they don't have any time to realize it's fake, and take anything else in that room that looks interesting. It's likely to be the most sensitive stuff. Got it. So, I think I need to get to the blue wiring first. It's a little tricky because it's stairs, but... Okay, so there may be an advantage to closing this door. I think I will, actually. Jesus. You know what? Screw it. That guy had it coming. Oh, you know what? I actually do need to get into that room. I don't think I'm gonna make it. How dare I doubt myself? I have to turn the light. Well, I mean, I, as a habit, turn the lights off. I wish I had. Excuse me. I wish I had some way of making him patrol. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens when I shut the lights off. Oh, you know what? He's patrolling already. Fantastic. I have no idea how he saw me, but fair enough. Jesus Christ. Now I can rewire in peace. Alright, so I think the way to handle this one is smash through the window. I'll call the elevator. Where's the elevator right now? Okay, so should have thought that one through. So this is to make the professional turnaround. Now I use... I'm kind of curious if I can actually tackle these guys. It only takes one punch to knock them out. But what you're doing is fine too. That's probably okay. Okay, you can stop now. There is no achievement for this. Jesus Christ. Wait, are you just doing this to see if there are any more messages? Because that is among one of the worst reasons to punch someone in the face 125 and counting times. You cannot tell I'm getting a bit tired. Alright, let's suicide out. And well, hopefully I can save this. I've been at this for a while. Nope, still punching him. Alright, fair enough. There's still a laptop. What I really want to know is if I'm... Hey, Ewok Fuzzy Nuts! Thank you very much for the post. Guys, if you don't know Ewok Fuzzy Nuts, he is a fellow Team Panda member. Let me just give me a quick second to shout him out here. Does a lot of Elite Dangerous, which I don't like. I mean, his casts of it are fine. I don't like the game at all. But in general, actually, he's good. He's one of the ones who I will say does true variety. So I've seen him play Destiny, I've seen him play Minecraft, I have seen him play, I mean, a bunch of titles, actually. It's hard to... I'm trying to think if I can really pin him into a single genre, and he's not. But definitely a really nice guy, somebody who's quite interactive with his chat. I think somebody who maybe deserves more people to interact with than he actually receives. But the really great thing about that, and I think one of the indicators in terms of the quality of a caster, is how they handle an empty chat room. And in that case, I think Ewok. But I mean, it's not that he has an empty chat room, but how they, basically how a caster handles a chat which maybe isn't necessarily giving them material to respond to every couple of seconds. And I think Ewok Fuzzy Nuts does a really good job of sort of exemplifying a caster who is confident enough in the content that they provide to, to be able to put on a good show without necessarily people providing something for him to respond to. Although, of course, he's always at his best when he does have people to go back and forth with. So he's somebody who definitely deserves the time checking out. So. What is this, a command? Yeah, I believe we're prime time now. And he's over Elite Dangerous. In fact, they want you to pay $60 for Horizons, turned you up. Yeah, I mean, I knew that going in. And then when I actually saw what the game was at the time, I'm kind of like, you know what, this is a really big waste of time. But that's fine. I mean, everybody likes what they like, right? I'm not gonna tell people they should or shouldn't enjoy a game. But you already know my feelings on that stupid game. I do actually have a copy of Star Citizen, though. I'm really looking forward to that. What did you find? Got the fake prototype and something else. Where do you want it? Great work. Same dead drop as last time. I'll have a man there shortly. By the way, Ewok, have you played this game? Gessler, go fuck yourself. Seriously, grow fucking dick and shove it up your ass, asshole. Oh, why did I do that? There's no refund either. Oh well. Saw some guy floating in space in Star Citizen made you really want to play it. WTFosaurus let me know that, actually you should check this out now. There was a deal going on where you would get it for $30. But you have not, but you like crime and drama games. So yeah, this is by a guy called Tom Francis. He used to work for PC Gamer UK. Might still work for them for all I know. But was inspired by the fact that Spelunky apparently was made in Game Maker or something like that. Or maybe he just really likes Spelunky. But however, that was his inspiration. And he picked up Game Maker, made this game. Says apparently he made a more ambitious game than he could really handle at the time. But I mean, it's a fantastic title. So it was successful, whatever he did. And I'll say overall it's a puzzle game. So obviously we're doing Crime Week, so I'm trying to do as many sort of crime titles that I have. So this will be like Monaco. We did Payday 2 with Jesse Quill. We did Saints Row the Third. Somebody donated Grand Theft Auto 5 to the stream, so we'll make sure to do some of that. I won't kind of show all my cards, but in this case it's really neat because as a storytelling genre, crime is a really wonderful one. If you think about some of the best directors, Stanley Kubrick kind of got started in that. He made The Killing is probably one of his better ones. You've got Christopher Nolan, who basically, except for like Interstellar, all of his movies are crime movies, right? You've got Memento, you've got the Dark Knight series, right? You've got Insomnia, like almost all of Christopher Nolan, following his first film, almost all of his movies are some variation on the crime genre, and yet he always does it so well. Even Inception is like this one last job sort of story. You've got Orson Welles' Touch of Evil, and even like some maybe old, like contemporary but like older films like Seven. The thriller is still a subgenre of crime. So I think it's a really interesting genre, and in this case here, in terms of gaming, I mean, in some senses, games don't necessarily need to have the same narrative qualities. So Payday 2 is perfectly functional as a shooter, and I mean, really, there is no story to it. I know they give you a story for the missions, but it's not one, like, I don't play the game for its story. The wonderful thing about this is Tom Francis is a pretty good writer. It's a very funny game. But essentially it's a puzzle game. It does have some action elements, so you do need to respond in real time. But effectively it's a puzzle game, and it gives you quite a bit of freedom in terms of how you solve the given puzzles. So this time around I've tried to make sure I'm non-violent, except to show off the little joke about punching people multiple times. Sanguine Roses, good to see you again. Now, were you here when we started playing Gunpoint last night, or did you have to go to bed? And by the way, I'm very happy to hear that you passed your courses. I read that in Jesse Quill's chat, so congratulations. Obviously, I would have been happier for you if you had grades you could leap up in the air about, but a pass is a pass, and I'll take it. Hotline Miami? Yeah, Hotline Miami I think would count in some ways as a crime game. It's not maybe the first one that I would think of, but yeah, it definitely falls under it. No, you weren't. Okay, great. So we got some new people in here. If anybody has any questions about how this game works, I'm happy to say it. But the story is mostly communicated through these little text messages inside here. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make you do feels bad, man. Yeah, I will actually let you know, Sanguine Roses. So I need to do a makeup assignment for my econometrics because I'm kind of in a similar boat, unfortunately. And it's a shame because actually a lot of people ask me about econometric stuff. But for whatever reason, I just didn't perform on the exams. So this is definitely a good indie game to play. So I'll try and be really granular in terms of how I do this particular level to sort of show you how this game works. I have the recording that we've been looking for. It's from a phone call in which Jackson threatens to kill Selena if she talks. It would be enough to get Kate Collins released and my husband arrested. Would? I can't give it to the police. I didn't obtain it legally, so it's inadmissible. That's why I need you. I need you to copy it onto the police servers and leave a security hole for the press to find it there. Does that actually work? I don't know. It's never been done before. But the East Police would probably rather claim they were sitting on vital evidence than admit they don't know how they got there. You're okay with your husband getting arrested? He's gone dark. I can't believe he did it, but I don't know if he'll go down for it. And I don't know if he'll go down for it, but he put Collins in this situation, so he can damn well take the fallout. What does the evidence say exactly? Oh, see, everybody's talking about Undertale, but I literally know nothing about it. Jackson, I meant it. If you say one word about this anywhere, you'll be dead before you leave the building. Yeah, that's not a good way to say that. That's not a good thing to say the night someone's killed. Have you told Collins? No, and I'd appreciate... Actually, you know what, guys? Let me just take a second here, because I need to give credit where credit is due. Sanguine Roses is a fellow mod for Jessie Quill, and a wonderful streamer in her own right. I actually got a chance to hang out for a little bit while she was playing Brawlhalla, and was testing out, or maybe has done this before and I just didn't notice, an absolutely eye-catching shade of red lipstick. As somebody in chat said, wow, that is red. And it is indeed red. But yeah, no, she's actually a really talented caster. And it's funny because I know her as a mod in Jessie Quill's chat, I always first think of her in that context. And then, of course, I always remember it's like, this is a place where I hang out, and I actually have a lot of fun watching the cast. So I actually need to give a little bit more... credit to her. Because in addition to being a very good mod, she's actually a very good caster. You're so glad you're not the only one, System? Welcome. You wore that red lipstick at prom. Very nice. The terminal you need to plant it on... And Erlen, I don't think I said hi to you yet. Hope you're doing well tonight. The terminal you need to plant it on is on the first floor of the evidence warehouse on Union. I'll be sending you a script that'll make it vulnerable. Once it's active, I'll tip off a journalist friend. Don't wear red often. Yeah. Well, I can assure you I've never read... I've never worn red lipstick, so you're already one up on me. So you've unlocked a lot of... This particular level is going to be one of the more complicated ones, simply because I've unlocked more or less all the stuff that you can get in this game. So the main mechanic of this game, other than just moving around the environment, is wiring up the level in a way that will let you achieve your goals. Usually things are on different circuits, so I at some point need to gain access to the yellow circuit and the blue circuit so that I can get to the terminal. So this is my primary objective. I didn't read whether or not there were any laptops. There is, right in the corner here. So there's a few different ways you can take out guards. These, the Enforcer can't be pinned down. These guys are easy. You can pounce on them and you can punch them. All right. So let's start off. Open a door. Turn off the lights. That's actually all that I want to do with this one, I think. Oh, and open the door again. Now, in reality, for this game, in cross-link mode, you can disconnect a device by clicking on it. You can also undo the... Okay, so I guess I must not have prompted this message before. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah. Let me get back to a place where I can let him patrol. Oop. This is one of the drawbacks, of course, is that when you play this game, you normally don't have like breaks so you can explain what you're doing to people. So basically, I've opened up everything that I can get access to for this level. Well, sorry, with the red circuit. I think the one problem I'm going to run into is this guy. I'm probably going to have to get too close to get into the stairwell. Let's see, though. You could punch them, or you could punch them 137 times. I definitely punched more than 137 times. Yeah. So how does one deal with this guy? Again, non-violently. I mean, the other thing that I could do would be, okay, I'm actually going to show you something nasty. Bang! Oh, Jesus, I shot myself! Hey, Phantom Klepto, how's it going? All the good people are showing up tonight, actually. I thought this was going to be a little bit of a smaller scale and calmer cast. Let's restart the mission from the beginning. So I need to figure out how to get rid of this Joker. Okay, actually, what I'm going to do before I open any doors... Should have paid a little more attention. Wire, then move. So in this case, I'm not going to open any doors. I just want to see if I can get these guys going on patrol. For some reason, making them shoot is a good way to get them on patrol. Well, okay. There could actually be several reasons why they went on patrol. And... panicked. Them shooting their gun may be one of the reasons. Or I could have just gotten lucky. Not quite what I want to do this non-violently. Don't think I... Okay, let's just reset. Don't even get that option. Alright, you know what? Whatever. I've gotten all my achievements. You're in a state where you can focus and not pass out for a bit. Oh, that's great, Phantom Klepto. I'm probably in the opposite. I'm just kind of derping around these levels like a moron. Uh-oh. Sorry, I just opened GeForce Experience. Okay, so let me just see if shutting off the lights was what got me the outcome I was looking for last time. Okay, so it looks like I actually need to make him fire his gun. Fair enough. So this is a little trickier. Oh wait, no, because I have the red circuit, I'm good. So the key here is I don't want to, I don't want to cause any alarm. Sorry, I don't want to cause any unnecessary alarms. Now, because does he trigger this? No, he doesn't. So there has to be a way that I can trigger this alarm without having the guards see me. Well, you know, okay, this might be the end of me, but let's just see. Here we go. Have a good night, KNA. Sorry it was a little more low-key than I normally want it to be, but great to have you here. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Oh, you know what I could have done? Okay. Let's go back to 13 seconds. Oh, don't get the option. Okay. What I want to do here is hit the lights, so... I think... I just gotta go back to the camera. I always screw this up. There we go. So again, I need to be careful about this one because it's still going to trigger the alarm, but once I get the access to blue, then I'm good. So disable that. So he's going to wind up walking through this room, but that's fine. Oh, you know what? I forgot to get the laptop, but that's fine because I can head back down. I don't think I'm doing it very... So is this kind of clear to the people who haven't played this game before? Is it sort of clear what's going on here? Hey! EMZOLV. Sorry, I can't remember exactly how the pronunciation works. Thank you very much for that host. It's great to see you. I'm very happy to see you catch a stream. I know we're in different time zones, so it's always a bit of a... It's always a little bit of a struggle, but I really appreciate it when you are able to stop by. Let me take a minute here and finish up the objective I'm on, and then I can give you a proper shout out. Alright. So I see EMZ, I don't know if it's EMZ, OLV, M. Let's say Ems. Alright, Ems. So Ems is one of our most recent additions to Team Panda. She is a British caster, does a lot of charity work actually, but a great person to have inside your chat, very friendly. Very fun to be with. I actually got to see her before she did her application. She had stopped by this chat before, but certainly as one of Seriously Clever's mods, I need to look at the channels and evaluate them, and certainly the kind of personality that you want to give the support to. Of course, I don't always necessarily get a chance to do that simply because I'm probably asleep around the time that she's going to be doing her cast, or I'm going to be in classes or something like that. So somebody who is much more giving to me than I necessarily am able to reciprocate. But another wonderful caster and member of Team Panda, so psyched to see this game. So are you familiar at all with this title? This is actually by one of the writers or one of the journalists for PC Gamer UK, Tom Francis. I keep doing that. Sorry I didn't get a chance to read that dialogue. Oh, you know what? I don't think I want to do that. I think I'll just walk up and go out the front door. Of course, I need to wait for this guy to walk by. So again, just maybe to reiterate a point I was making a little bit earlier too, like obviously a level like this should not take this long to do. This is actually a relatively short game, all things considered. But, oh my. Given the fact that I I like kind of explaining things and trying giving people a reason to try this game out. I'm certainly taking my time. Not that familiar, but you're living it so far. That's great. I mean, if you like puzzle-style games, this is a really good one. I definitely appreciate games that give you the... I like games that sort of give you a real-time element. So, you have to think on your feet. But I definitely do enjoy puzzle solving and things like that. Obviously, I play a lot of strategy games. I like games that encourage you to think about what you're doing. So Gunpoint is a really wonderful little formula for me because, again, it forces me to keep on my toes, but it also forces me to think as well. So. Gotta make the most of it. Oh yes, and a wonderful soundtrack, as you no doubt can hear. It's Katie. I uploaded the data. Wait, what? I just got the call. They found her in her cell. The note said that she didn't want to be a burden. So this is the first contract that we got. The woman committed suicide. This is Jackson. The recording you have of me is real, but that's not the whole story. Selena and I were having an affair. When I told her not to say anything, I was trying to protect her. From who? From whom? Intex. They blackmailed me to steal a large sum of money from Rook. I used their plan to take it, but I didn't give it to Intex. I was going to use it to blow the country with Selena. I was warning her to keep that to herself because I knew that if Intex found out, they'd have her killed. If I'd known that they were tapping my phone, the irony is not fucking lost. Why didn't Intex kill you too? They need me to steal the money from Rook. We sometimes channel money through my firm to dodge tax, so for a day or two the money would be in my name. If I died before transmitting it to Intex, the money would go straight back to Rook when she inherited my company. Why did you even tell Selena? T. Clark says, sort of assuming you're not me and you don't waste half your time punching people repeatedly for no reason whatsoever. Yes, obviously if you just punch the living daylights out of everybody as well, you can extend your playthrough by quite a bit too. And Ems likes to plan, although planning super far ahead never pans out for... Yeah, well, this is the thing, right? Like, you can play a game where you sit down and sort of like your little bubble and you work out everything from, the beginning to the end. And the reason why I like real-time strategic elements, like even something like Crusader Kings 2, the real world doesn't ever turn out the way that you wanted it to. So I think something that sort of forces you to respond to... I mean, in the end, like, people aren't stupid. They're going to respond to whatever strategy you employ. So, I mean, a game like Gunpoint presents you with a situation and you need to crack the code however you do. So in this case, I'm focusing on nonviolence. Secondary objectives, not being seen, not making a lot of noise. But the biggest one is to do it without punching the living daylights out of everybody. But let's take a game, even something like StarCraft. In this case, the person that you're playing against isn't just going to sit there and let you employ the strategy that you want to beat them. Like, they want to win as well, and so they're going to respond. And so part of the game just comes down to who can navigate and who can read their opponent a little bit better. And that, to me, is the thing that I like. So in some senses, strategy games are just a slightly more complicated puzzle game, the same way that I think in many ways chess is a bit of a puzzle. Obviously, there's only so far you can go with that comparison, but I seem to be doing well so far. Yeah. I mean, I've beaten this game before, right? So, anyways, she was a smart girl. She wasn't going to run off with me without knowing where the money came from. I knew she wouldn't be wild about stealing from Rook, but we didn't have much of a choice. Giving it to Intex would be worse, and doing nothing meant that Intex would go public with the affair. Cut to the chase. I don't know how Rook got a hold of that recording, but I know why she edited it, and I know why she gave it to you. She knows about me and Selena, and she knows about the money. If I get arrested now, it defaults back to her. She's trying to frame me. So what do you want? The full recording, public, online. It proves the one Rook leaked was doctored, and it proves that I didn't kill Selena. The terminal that recorded it logged the location of both phones at the time. I was out of town minutes before she died. The terminal is in Intex Op Center on Harvey Street. If you can get in, you can upload the full recording from there. I'll post it as an official job so I can pay you securely. Conway, it's Rook. Ignore Jackson. You don't even know what he said. Did he say the recording you have of me is real, but that's not the whole story? No. Yes. Or, to be honest, I wasn't listening. Intex are still bugging his phone, and I've taken over their network. I know who killed Selena. I know exactly where he is now, and I know what will happen if that recording gets out. The killer will vanish forever. The only reason he hasn't disappeared already is that he knows Jackson is going down for it. As soon as the cops start looking for someone else, he's gone. No, so Melanie Rook is the woman I'm talking to here. Selena is the original murder. Yeah, so I should explain. So the story begins with a murder. This is, I mean, in terms of a crime week, you cannot ask for a better noir story than this. This is pretty much the prototype. So there is a phone call that you get from a woman named Selena who is killed moments after calling you, and you are potentially a suspect. And so the first few missions are kind of tutorial ones designed to erase the footage that incriminates you. And of course, as is the case in sort of these noirish detective stories, you keep going deeper and deeper, and all of a sudden the story gets a little bit more gray, and obviously there's a bunch of different intersections between each of the characters, and you don't know who's right and who's wrong, and you need to make tough moral decisions. So even though it's a very linear game, you get a fun little story here. I'm not going to tell you that this is not plumbing the depths of the human psyche, and it's got a really great sense of humor. But this is pretty much getting to the part of the story now where, this one character has been hiding some information from you, and this character has been hiding some information from you, and you're pushing out the boundaries a little bit. So Selena is the one who was murdered. Katie is the one who committed suicide in her cell because she was framed for the murder, having an affair with. Selena was having an affair with the guy who I just talked to, and Rook is allegedly framing him, and now we're hearing her side of the story. Trust no one, exactly. These are kind of hard to summarize in like a couple of sentences. So anyways, I know who killed Selena. I know exactly where he is now. And I know that, what will happen if that recording gets out. The killer will vanish forever. The only reason he hasn't disappeared already is that he knows Jackson's going down for it. As soon as the cops start looking for someone else, he's gone. Who is it? Can't we just get the real killer, then leak the recording? You want an innocent man to go down to catch a guilty one? Not the word I would use. Jackson framed Kate Collins for Selena's murder. So Katie Collins is the one who committed suicide, which led directly to her death. The fact that he also cheated on me and stole most of my capital just makes me less conflicted about destroying him. Still, every marriage has its rough patches. It's the old cliche. Husband runs off with a younger woman who doesn't spend her spare time thinking of less and less traceable ways to destroy people. Wife untraceably destroys him. Can't we just get the real killer, then leak the recording? You could, if you knew where he was. I could, if I wanted that recording leaked. But if Jackson gets out, I lose everything. The money he took broke our agreement, but it wasn't illegal. I can't get it back unless he's convicted. Who is it? The murderer. I'm withholding that until you can secure Jackson's conviction. So you want me to get Jackson convicted? How? No, Ems, don't apologize. I mean, you're probably not the only person in chat who wasn't here for the beginning of the playthrough. So I should actually be a little bit more conscious of that and actually communicate that to people. But my bad. The terminal at Intex that Jackson wants you to go to upload the recording from. I need you to get to it and wipe it instead. Jackson goes down for Selena's murder. I get my company back. And you can do what you like to the man who killed your client. It's an easy call. So this is one of the choices that you get in the game. I'll just up my battery capacity. There's nothing else I can really do with it. So you get 8,000 bucks. I'll give you a hint as to why you get the 8,000 bucks. So the last time I played this, I actually did the truth. As discussed, get to the terminal that recorded my phone call and upload the full thing publicly. The whole truth gets out. I get the hell out of the city and pay you enough money to take on Intex yourself, or buy a gold leaf trench coat and then retire. Or the killer. You know what to do. The recording stored on the terminal at Intex Ops in the Eastmouth River. Get in and wipe it. And Jackson goes down for Selena's murder, and I'll get you the real killer. So, hey, Black Dahlia, how's it going? Let me just take a second here, because whenever I shout out people inside the game, I always keep losing story elements. So, Black Dahlia is another Team Panda caster. Actually, let me just use my Panda. It's actually somebody who put a lot of effort into promoting the stream amongst his own people. Does a much better job of kind of letting people know that I'm casting than I do. Last playing Just Cause 3 while I was busy harassing him during the whole time. Was doing a 24-hour cast. I don't know if it was a full 24 hours or not, but somebody who definitely likes playing around with tech. Somebody who's also in school, so somebody who appreciates my pain in terms of trying to balance studies and streaming. Just overall a nice guy. So if you wanna hang out in his stream, there is the link. And the nice thing is that he gives me something to respond to inside a chat. All right, so in this case, because I've already done this one and I'm sort of unlocking some achievements, I'm gonna go for, actually, let me just take a second here and I see if I've actually gotten the achievement for having a gun yet. Still recovering from the 24-hour attempt. Oh, so it wasn't the full 24 hours. Sorry to hear that. Did you play anything other than Just Cause, or was it just Just Cause? All right, so I did get the achievement. So in this case, we'll go for the path that I didn't last time. So this is the same mission either way. It's just a question in terms of what you wind up accomplishing. So one thing I like doing, again, especially because this is sort of a not quite tutorial style, but because I'm sort of showing off the game. I'm just sort of trying to activate everything. So let me just get a quick lay of the land. I always like turning out the lights. It's sort of keeping the lights, or turning off the lights is sort of a dominant strategy. There's like, you have no penalty for it, and with the exception of professionals, you're able to do more. Like you're able to sort of get away. You're able to navigate the world a little bit better. So it looks like I don't actually have any direct entries inside. What I want to do is turn off these lights. So the big question is what's the first thing I'm going to be able to run into that'll allow me to turn off lights? So I can smash through the glass here. That'll trigger this guard. But I don't have any other options. This is the only entrance. I'm just reading all about Dahlia's 24-hour attempt. Twitter's been weird about your pictures lately. See, I was gonna say, I thought you were always like tired and incoherent. That's mean. So I'm trying to break this effectively, but I think I need to... Alright, let's just go all in. Whoops. Alright. I will admit the physics of jumping around in this game are a lot of fun. So it looks like I'm actually going to have to smash another window as well, but at least now I can use switches, which is good. Now he's going to spot me, so I just got to trace his movement a little bit. Okay, so turning off all of the lights, opening doors. probably keep that one closed, to be honest. Alright. There's one more door I want to open. It's that one. Whoa! You know what? I'm just gonna suicide. What's up? Got a terrible aim. Am I really not gonna be able to... There we go. So basically this just gives me a little more wriggle room as far as navigating these levels. I can jump like a parkour genie. Yeah, so one of the, like the item in this game, the plot point is I have these bullfrog jumping trousers or whatever they're called, which basically allows me to leap through the air with the greatest of ease. So here, again, we've got the wire jacks and now we have access to the green. I also neglected to open... Oh wait, I didn't open that for a reason. Alright, so I want to keep that open. And let's see... There doesn't seem to be a whole lot that I can do with green, to be perfectly honest, but let's at least open a door. Or a few. There we go. So again, looking at what we've accomplished, I don't need to worry about this patrolling guy anymore, unless I come back to the front of the building, which I might, but I'm going to try not to. I do have to worry about the professional here, because if I open up this door, he's going to see me and shoot me right away. And I don't have a way of closing this door right away, so I don't want to walk through this area. I actually want to drop through the glass. But basically, I can access everything. I just need to get to the blue, and I'll do that through walking through this open door. Goobers had a gif he made of you as Del. Oh, that's right. You dressed up as a woman, didn't you? So again, making noise will alert the guards, but I don't need to worry about it because nobody can do anything about it. Alright, so now I've got blue. And the trick here is just finding a way to work it all out without getting shot. Okay, so first thing I'll do is make sure the professional doesn't see me. Walking through this, basically walking through here is going to open this door but close this one, so that'll deny his vision of me. Next thing I want to do is open up all the doors and turn off the lights. So this will give me access to purple, the last thing that I need for the level. And then we can steal our stuff and get out of here. So, that was sloppy, obviously. I probably shouldn't have let him shoot at me, but whatever. We just want to get to the end of the game. I also don't remember if there's a laptop in this level. I can take a minute to take a look around. So, yeah, right in the corner. Okay, so, oh, this is actually pretty straightforward. I believe it matters the direction you do this in, so, again, just want to make sure that the cop doesn't see me. Hiding in the elevator is fine. Oh, I should have opened the red door as well. This is an easy one, I just walk in front of the camera. So we take the objective. And because it's nice to get the laptops, we do that as well. From Fritz Gessler to Menli Rook, Fritz Gessler is the CEO of the rival corporation Intex. Subject, fucked. Congratulations, you fucked me on the prototype thing. Guess what? I'm fucking you back. The money you put into your husband's company, you're never getting it back. I have him by the balls. Any last words before I finish ruining your life and your company? FG. And as is appropriate for a man of our stature, we leap into the night. Yeah, the music in this game is brilliant. We need more upright bass in games. And we got 8,000, which means we're kind of on our way to finishing the level. Is it done? Is what done? I'm not going to miss working with you, am I? Selena was killed by an agent codenamed Hightower on Gessler's orders. Gessler was blackmailing Jackson to steal from me, but Jackson was planning to run off with Selena and the money. Gessler would have killed them both, but the money is still in Jackson's name, so he took it away so he took away Jackson's reason to run. I have enough evidence to put Gessler away, but he knows that now. If you don't get him and Hightower tonight, they'll both be gone by the morning. I still have access to Intex comms network. I've called Hightower to Intex HQ, told him Gessler wants to meet. I strongly recommend you bring a gun, even if you don't intend to fire it. Thanks, I'm off to commit double homicide. Good luck, Richard. There's not enough saxophone in life. So, we buy the gate crashers, and there's no advantage to hanging on to money at the end of the game, so we'll just charge up our battery even though we don't actually intend to use it. So this allows us to kick down doors rather than open them. Well, Ems, I'm glad I could run into you here. Chalky got to head to bed, so I'll be lurking away. By the way, guys, notice tellingly, this tells you everything about Dahlia's and I's relationship, which is he's happy to see Ems, and he says, I was here to me. So Dahlia knows exactly where we stand now. Actually, what I owe Black Dahlia is a game of Lethal Tactics, which we'll be getting into sometime over the Christmas holidays, and with any luck, we'll wind up streaming it. So have a great sleep, Dahlia. I know you've earned it, and I will catch you on stream, either here or your own in the future, and we'll finally get a chance to actually do some of these, games we keep planning. You've never seen Ems? Oh, she's a really good caster. You need to, like, we don't just let anybody into Team Panda. I definitely recommend that you check her out when you get a chance. Alright, Gessler, come and fucking get me. So, with the gate crashers, you can kick down any conventional door by running into it. Bam! 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 Well, I'm stumped. No. Bam! Not quite what I intended to do. There we go. Okay, so is there any other green stuff we can do? Professionals wind up... I think it's all professionals here, so they wind up seeing you in the dark anyway, but I'm just going to take the opportunity to turn off all the lights. Now as far as green goes... I definitely need to trigger the sound. I need to open that. CPO Williams, thank you again for the host. What a man. What a mensch. Great to see you here again, as always. Guys, CPO Williams is going to be streaming soon. Actually, probably already is a streamer. So somebody who's been a great friend to this cast here and is taking that step to go from being a viewer to also being a content creator himself. So somebody who's absolutely worth hanging out with, if only for what a nice guy he's been inside of chat, but in addition is a really stand-up guy in terms of his ability to stream. He was playing the Swindle the last time I saw him, which is a tremendous amount of fun to watch. All right. So the idea, this is going to be a little bit tricky. So what I have to have happen here is I'll start by turning off the lights that I want out. Also making sure that I drop the security guy. That's why I jumped. Some of this is a little time sensitive, so that's why I wasn't giving the commentary that I normally would want. So basically what this was about was obviously getting rid of the security guy, but also, getting up to this higher level so I could get access to the yellow panel. So now that that's done, I think I need to head back. I think I need to head back down a level. I don't think there's an effective way that I can get purple without attracting this guy's attention, so... Man, that's really optimistic. Oh no, actually, I think this will work. Sort of streamer, nothing like Chalk's pro stream. I mean, this is not a pro stream, CPO Williams. It's really kind of you to say, but I definitely have a lot of work I need to do before I can call myself pro. The important thing is that I mean, for me, what I'm most interested in is the caster who I'm plugging, or the caster who I'm watching, achieving what they're setting out to do. You know, if it's something like this, where it's like, I want to show people what Gunpoint is like, and try and convince them that it's worth their time and possibly their money. You know, so long as I'm able to achieve that, I'm happy. And of course, if I don't achieve that, then, you know, that's unfortunate, and I need to work and do better. And there's always ways to improve. But that's kind of the big one for me. It's like, I could really care less if somebody has lots of viewers or few viewers. I mean, I have relatively few follows and viewers. But as long as it's fun to watch, that to me is sort of the gold standard for all of these things. And T. Clark is already following M's. Not sure when that happened, but you're not going to argue with it. Glad to hear it. Oh, you know what? CPO Williams deserves the proper treatment as a... There we go. All right. No way I can make that on time. But I can just walk up the stairs. No need to make that harder than it already is. Okay, let's reconsider. There we go. This is a fairly simple one. Just jump and... It only takes one punch to knock... I gotta show you guys this, for those of you who weren't here. It only takes one punch to knock him out. But what you're doing fine is fine too. That's probably okay. Okay, you can stop now. There's no achievement for this. Jesus Christ. Wait, are you just doing this to see if there are any more messages? 'Cause that's among one of the worst reasons to punch someone in the face 125 and counting times. Yeah, T. Clark, I figured you weren't gonna complain if I did this again. So how y'all doing tonight? M says, I always find when people are so focused on figures or something can be a bit... Nope, not as fun. I wanted to do that a little bit more. My bad. Okay, I do need to access the purple terminal somehow. Let's see if it sort of reveals itself after I pick up blue. I guess there's no way I can... What if you get it to... Well, I mean, there's an achievement that you can unlock. So I don't know what happens if you go to 1,000. Whoops. Yeah, I just sprang out. There we go. Jesus Christ. Just for you, Ems, I'm going to reinstall Gunpoint this week to punch somebody 1,000 times and screenshot it. Let's see if we can do this on this cast. Not that I discourage you from doing this. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I got to... CPO says, I just aspire to get to the level of audience interaction that Chalk has. That is your weak point. Well, I mean, again, CPO Williams, everybody has a different way of doing their cast and sort of a different style. Actually, 1,000 seems a little ambitious, but let's see how far we get with this. I'll talk a little bit about interaction. So I think the big thing for me is the way that I look at Twitch would be 8,008 times like boob. I guess it depends on the font that they use for this game. Oh, okay, I screwed it up. Not doing that anymore. I will at least turn off the blue, though. Okay, I know how to handle this. So I think... Oh wait, no, I can... This will accomplish what I need. This gets him on patrol. Now how I'm going to get that door open. I don't think there's any way for me to get that door open without... I mean, I guess I could kind of Oh, hang on. Okay, I got this. So, open when this dings. Call the elevator when I walk up front. And... I think this will do what I need it to do. I'll explain what I'm doing in a second, guys. Yeah, so in terms of I like a lot of audience interaction. That's no secret that that's my kind of thing. But I mean, so if somebody has a video camera that's looking at them, they're able to communicate non-verbally. And I mean, I know I spend so much time praising Jessie Quill, but that's one of the things that she has a natural gift for, is this non-verbal communication. You know, in some cases, like I watch professional Dota 2 players, and one of their big draws to me is their individual skill at that particular game that they play, and so the interaction isn't as important. But I think the big thing here is that the advantage of the interactive medium, the advantage of Twitch, to me, is that you get to see something of somebody's personality. So if somebody is not inclined towards constant viewer interaction, that's fine as long as they find another way of bringing across who they are. So the big thing for me is that, like, CPO, I've got a chance to know you in terms of this chat. And so the big thing for me is, I think the great strength that you'll have in terms of your own cast is when you find a way of bringing across the guy that you are inside the chat here to your audience. And whether that is, you know, through talking a lot like I do, or whether you find some other way to express that. The big thing here is not necessarily I mean, personally, I don't always find a value in finding a particular streamer to emulate, so much as just sort of trying to think about what I myself am interested in seeing, or something that I can do. I have no idea if I made any sense there, but it's weird you don't know what's going on, but Twitch broke your iPod. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Phantom Clapto. You're here though. That's what matters to me. You wonder what the punch record is for this game? 1 million. Little biggie to the mouth. Time to watch Austin Powers. No, watch this. Holiday's a perfect time for cheesy films, and you haven't watched that movie for a fairly long time. Yeah, I mean, I've watched it once. I don't think I've ever seen it since, like, the first time I watched it. Okay, so the elevator's gonna trigger the sound, and then What happened? Weird. Oh, I probably did it the wrong way. Alright, so this is going to involve a little work on my part, but we'll go back. Okay, same idea here. So actually this gives me a chance to explain this a little bit better. So here, the light is going to trigger the elevator. The elevator is going to go up, trigger the sound. Sound is going to open the door, and then I pounce on the professional. Whoops. Maybe I should watch my timings a bit, huh? Oops. You gotta be kidding me, come on. Game, please. You can't get any channels or pages to load on your iPod. It stopped working in the middle of my stream. That's bizarre. Subject, Collins. What the fuck happens with Collins? It wasn't us, right? I don't think she even had anything. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for simplifying, but unless I was drunker than I remember last night, I'm pretty sure I didn't order this. Could it be actually be a legit suicide? Do those even happen? We fake so many, I think I forgot this is a real thing. Gessler. I don't think... I mean, unless I smash through his window, I don't think there's an easy way for me to get there, so... Alright, so, we're at the final moments of the game, guys. We need to take out Hightower, the agent who is responsible for the original murder, and then we'll take out Gessler. So this is just nasty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open the door on Gessler. He's going to fire the gun at me, and it's going to wind up shocking him. Yes, I also need to find a way of opening this door, so... let's take the elevator down there. So again, similar idea here. I'm just taking advantage of the sound, so fire that. And I'm really curious what's going to happen with this guy. I suspect he's not going to... Oh wow, it's timing me. Oops. Alright, I gotta do that again. Shot him. I remember I wanted to just straight up shoot Gessler. Alright, so Klepto's fixed. Ems is getting ready to play Final Fantasy. Actually, I have a friend who's a big fan of that. I've personally never played it myself. Just get out of here then. Yeah, there we go. The end, guys. There's normally an option for me to tweet something out, so just give it a minute. Here we go. 9 dead, 8 injured, 20 jobs, 13,000. Options. The week echoed in my mind like a gunshot in an empty street. The week echoed in my mind like something that happened in the last week. Or, I've had better weeks. They don't let me name names on this blog, but the person behind the hit I was investigating is dead now. He played a dangerous game and he didn't have the cards. He played a dangerous game, insulting my hat. In fact, I may have killed more people than I have actually avenged here. The Trigger Man's dead. I thought it would feel good, but there's no escaping what it cost. I thought it would feel good. It did. That would have felt good if I hadn't just taken a 7-story dive. I don't know. I think I picked the right side. Sometimes I think I picked the wrong side. I guess I picked the least shitty of 2 incredibly shitty sides. Maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe all that matters is justice, revenge, that I now have the ability to kick down doors. Either way, I need a drink. I need to get out of the city. I think I need 10 cc's of ketamine and a Columbo marathon. Publish. And it's claiming that the game just froze. Let's just take a minute here. We are going to commemorate this on Twitter. Because it's actually one of the few games that I've seen through to the very end. So for those of you who want to link this particular story, yeah, it looks like the game's totally crashed out. Fair enough. I think I can bring up the soundtrack, though, at least. Yeah, here we go. We'll just play this for a little bit. For those of you who want to commemorate the success of Gunpoint. What's next for Crime Week? Well, I have installed one of the next games for sure. The big question is, do I want to play it now? Or do I want to save it for the start of a fresh stream? So I think the new game I'm going to save for... for a fresh stream when like everybody gets a chance to see it at the start. I'm not quite ready to stop casting though, so just give me a second here to think about what we can play that's at least sort of in the spirit. Now, please, nah. I gotta give everybody a chance to try this. going to take a minute to look at this. I mean, I will take a minute to talk about Gunpoint. So, you know, one of the things that we were talking about earlier on... one of the things we were talking earlier about Gunpoint was the fact that, I mean, I like the story behind it. I like the humor that it has. And it's a nice, simple little formula that obviously, like, it kind of rewards you as you keep playing it, right? You can go through it several times. There is a level editor, so if I wanted, I mean, I could just go and play some other. I could just play some more levels that other people have created. I won't do that tonight, though. But yeah, it's simple. It's the sort of stuff that I like. Oh, hang on. Unacknowledged ludonarrative dissonance. So I got an achievement that found a plot hole. I didn't even notice. Notice the story doesn't necessarily gel with the mechanics. Become qualified games journalist. So the only achievements that I need to get for Gunpoint now are use the long shot to make a guard unintentionally shoot another guard, create a custom mission, upgrade my battery capacity to the non-figurative max. I am better at this than Tom Francis, complete a mission faster than the guy who created it, and Hammerhead Snark, mock the chief of police at a critical moment. Shadowrun. Shadowrun's a good idea, actually, but again, that's one where I don't want too many plot elements to be missed because I'm streaming really late for people. You absolutely may, T. Clark. Sorry guys, this won't take too much longer. I've sort of narrowed down my options. I'm just trying to find one that will be easy to set up on OBS. Actually, okay, I'm gonna leave it to you guys. We have got... Let me take a look at this. Nicely done, T. Clark. So guys, I will put it to you. I'm thinking we'll do what we dealt with yesterday. So between Payday 2 and Saints Row the Third, do you guys have any preferences? Spent the past 2 days under your comforter in bed. Oh well. Anyway, Phantom Klepto, as long as you've got good Twitch streams to watch, there are worse things you can do than spend the day in bed. Either or, you have to get up for a meeting in a moment, but you're gonna leave on this and pop back and forth, so you're not so fussed. No preference? Okay. If you guys don't mind, I know this isn't the most popular of choices, but I am gonna do a little more Payday 2, and that's mostly because I kind of like to see how these new missions work. So, but I can assure you, when we come back tomorrow, we're gonna have something that's a little bit more of a crowd pleaser.
Front line between order and chaos. And in today's world, you know how easy it is to lose perspective. Identify these individuals and report back to me.
ever surf anything like this?
I've surfed.
Yeah, but you ever surfed anything like this?
Welcome, brother. They call me Bodhi. Three crimes, three continents. I think they're connected. They're attempting something called the Ozaki 8. A series of 8 ordeals that honor the forces of nature.
So this is about enlightenment?
Exactly.
What are you doing here, Utah?
Maybe I'm chasing the 8.
A man who pushes his boundaries ultimately finds them.
Come with us.
Now, you've been on the cover for what, 2 weeks?
They're using the money from the crimes to follow Ozaki's teachings.
We have to give more than we take. There's a few $1 billion up there.
You're gonna steal it?
No. We're gonna give it back.
You've been undercover too long. What just went down was a crime.
People see what they want to see.
They think they're crusaders with a worthy cause.
What side are you on?
I need to get to Bodhi before the final ordeal, otherwise he's gone.
We're all gonna die. The only question is how.
Okay, so I'll admit I'm probably not any more likely to watch Point Break because they put a trailer at the beginning. I guess it's coming out soon.
This is what I've been waiting for.
New day arrives.
And in case you didn't know that this game was sponsored by Point Break, there's another advertisement. So yeah, I'll talk a little bit about the issue that I have with Overkill. They encourage you to join the community to get some free unlocks, and the amount of spam that you get from them for releasing the most minor of DLC at some really weird prices is pretty extreme. I think for a long time they were relying on people's ignorance of the fact that you don't actually need to own a heist to be able to go on it. It's just to be able to host it. And it's just kind of a DLC model I really don't care for. And then apparently there's a really big controversy in terms of some change that they made of like some pay-to-win thing or something like that. I didn't really follow that. And I mean, in the end, like, this is not a bad shooter. It's kind of like, it's like Left 4 Dead with a heist mod. This by no means like a bad game, but I think a lot of the practices that they, like, the thing is that because you really, like, everything about this game screams, like, we want more money from you, it actually prevents this from being a lot better game than it actually is. So what we'll do right now is, again, I haven't respec'd my character. I'm still at, I still have 68 of them. But what we're gonna do here is just get myself back up to speed on some of the missions. In this case, we'll do it offline, just so I can see what each of these missions are about. So I've done Go Back before, Santa's Workshop. I've done the Ukrainian job, but
some help with picking out jewelry for wedding, if you wouldn't mind.
let's start with car shop.
Toyota dealership is one of the few East Coast showrooms that sells the Falco Genie cars. They just got the hot new model
willing to pay big for this little beauty. Get in there, get the wheels, and get them out. Simple, right?
Did it say that this is a possibility for stealth? Okay, find storage room with the keys, get access to the key room, blow a hole in the road, and secure cars at docks. Alright, so we'll enable the team AI because I don't have any people. One of the reasons I'm doing the offline versions is so I don't basically ruin, like online games while I'm trying to learn this stuff. And then I'm also, I know we had some trouble last time with the push to talk button, so I don't want to be making them listen to all my commentary.
Should be quiet, not many civilians. They're high and joint, dealing and importing high-performance supercars from Europe and Japan. Those cars are a work of engineering beauty, and they're expensive. We're talking the price of a house in Georgetown here.
Alright, so I can get dumpsters or body bags. I don't have the cleaner skill yet. I won't unlock any assets. I think probably just go in with everything. Anything in this case, we'll just do random track. I mean, it used to be set based on the mission, but I don't think you have that option anymore.
All right, there it is. Let's do this. Remember, we need to keep these cars in pristine condition. No scratches, and definitely no bullet holes, which means no cops. So keep it quiet.
Alright, well, I've really created a problem for myself coming in full body armor.
What are you thinking? Tell me.
Sir, ma'am, could you keep your voices down, please? You're disrupting the calm ambience.
It's not a great idea. Like when you tried to hold your breath for an hour, remember?
We agreed we're both allowed one impulse purchase a month. So, you know...
We have a baby on the way.
We'll see if there's a way to get inside that's not the front door, because I am not in a situation where I can walk in the door without calling some attention.
That box controls the gate. A little creativity should get them open.
What box? Ever since you found a Reddit post on the pizza delivery system in Home Alone, you've been craving pizza. Okay, well, I'm out of ideas, so...
Time to break a little back.
Hold F to hack the electrical box. Fair enough. One thing I could have done to make my life a little easier is not equip this weapon and instead take a silenced pistol, but I wasn't thinking at the time, so... I actually didn't think this was a stealth mission, so... I think the likelihood of this being a silent mission is pretty much no, but we'll do what we can. I mean, if I want to do fun stuff too, I can try and show you a stealth mall crasher as well, but it'd be kind of neat to see what these new missions are about. And of course, I'm curious too.
Fancy place like this will keep it secure. Look for a storage room.
I'm always a little bit curious because there seem to be a lot of people who showed up specifically because of this game last night. Are there any people here who actually play this?
The storage room is your target. That's where we'll find the keys.
Oh yeah, one very famous... ooh. It's one of the drawbacks of my armor. It's kind of a famous annoyance in the bank. It's like one of the most common... Nice. Guy who knows you do. How much time have you put in it? Do you is this a game that you play pretty regularly that you enjoy, or is it just one that you own, put some time in, kind of like I did, and then abandoned? But not for a while now. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm really wishing I had my suit right now. But
Thank you, and have a good day.
there's more people. Phantom Kleptos wanted it though. Well, I mean, I think it normally has a pretty steep discount during Steam sales. The thing is that they usually just want you to pay through the nose for DLC. Like, this is not a $200 game, which I think is what it winds up being if you buy all the DLC. But with that in mind, it's not a bad game by any means. But yeah, so there's, like, on the most common heists, you'll have Bane, the guy who you heard. It's like, guys, the thermal drill, go get it. Even when you're, like, trying to case out the joint. It's just such an overused piece of dialogue, so, you know, find the storage room, guys, is, it's probably going to become the thermal drill, go get it. Seen it fairly cheap a few times. Yeah, well, like, this is the big thing for me, Klepto, is, like, it's not enough for a game to be cheap anymore, because, you know, Gunpoint can be cheap. And, you know, like, obviously on a Steam sale, you don't buy all the cheap games. You would be bankrupt if you did. Well, I mean, I don't know your guys' circumstances. I would be bankrupt if I bought every cheap game I could. And some games are cheap for a reason. So it doesn't, I mean, it's wonderful that we have so many entertainment opportunities.
This is a car dealership, not a fish market.
You haven't had an idea this bad since you tried to patent an ejection seat for helicopters.
Those are non-vital organs. We can afford it.
Right. Oh. Almost blew it. Alright, stop by because this game wouldn't work right with your graphics card even though you can run things way higher quality. You put 109 hours in according to Steam. Okay. That sucks. What kind of graphics card are you running? I just want to sell a bunch of crap. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have an opinion of this about... So, like, I play, as you probably know, like, Crusader Kings 2 and things like that. I actually think strategy games, so like Total War and Crusader Kings 2, are actually the ones that get hit the hardest by these kinds of business models. And it's because if you think about strategy gaming... this is something that people are sort of used to, right? Oh, I'm going to try and do a stealth takedown on this guy if I can.
All good. Sometimes I just see things. Not to alarm you.
There you go. So yeah, like the Total War games, I think are pretty they're a pretty egregious example of how the DLC model can go wrong. You know, you can take a look at a game like XCOM, and they have a good one. So like their DLC is just a very traditional kind of expansion pack, really. So I wouldn't kind of condemn it across the board, but again, I think strategy games are probably the worst off because, like, when you think about it, you always buy model. Like, think of Games Workshop games, right? Like Warhammer 40K. Like, it's always been that you just keep buying more and more pieces, and I think as a result, game companies have sort of tapped into the fact that this market is used to paying more overall for the games that they enjoy. Again, I'm not saying this is the right thing. I'm just saying this is the way that they behave. And in some ways, you know, people paying those prices will, you know, like there's no reason for the businesses not to behave that way if it's the more profitable route. But I definitely don't like the idea of like shipping an incomplete product, charging it as if it was finished, and then effectively making it mandatory.
Over here, reporting in. Oh, fuck!
Cops are en route. Move faster.
I find it really hard to believe that this is where the storage room is. So GeForce GTX 680MX. Weird. So I don't see why that... So I'm assuming that you've already checked like the forums and stuff like that in terms of why there would be a problem, huh? Sorry guys, I'm not doing a good job checking out chat now that I'm in combat. It's pre-built iMac running Windows. Got that free. Okay. I mean, I used to run on Mac, but this is a PC that I built, so I can't really help with can't really help with like boot camp problems anymore. The structure makes sense for MMOs. You used to play WoW some years back. It's totally fine buying expansions because you got the hours played out of it. Yeah, exactly. Just waiting for a giant Point Break logo to show up on a poster in the game. Yeah. I mean, this is one thing. Now, I actually don't mind the idea of including, like, Point Break advertising, because that's actually a kind of a creative way. Like, this is a very traditional way of how we have done, how we've paid for content in the past, right? Which has been, like, you know, you get a television show. That television show is kind of for free. Not really, like, you pay for a cable package and stuff like that. But, like, you know, like, you get to watch Breaking Bad in exchange for watching some advertising, which is sort of... That's the exchange, right? You get programming in exchange for the opportunity to sell you, to influence your purchasing decisions. So I think if you know, this game were to have financed DLC...
This is the place.
Oh my god.
Okay, stay quiet. The manager must be around there somewhere. Take him hostage. He should be able to get us in.
And if we can't find the manager, there has to be another way to break in. I mean, we're not going to get this done in an hour.
Down.
But yeah, so like think of it this way, right? What if this game had DLC and, you know, you've got like the Alesso expansion, you've got John Wick, all this kind of stuff. What if all of these heists were like free DLC that, you know, they were free DLC that...
Looks like the manager is losing a bit on top. Look for a balding guy.
I don't think he'll still be around here. Oh, he'd probably be on floor 2 if he was. Sorry guys, I'm... Jesus Christ, I really... I really wish Bane would shut up. This is not new information. I think we just lost this. Oh well. I'll know to show up in a suit next time. But yeah, so the simple idea that I have would be, it's like, you know, you pay for this new DLC through the exposure to advertising, but what's happening right now is they're like, okay, this is a way that we can get some extra cash. Okay, no experience, no nothing. Retry state. Oh, am I not going to be able to change my loadout? That sucks if that's true. But yeah, so like you know, you get new content, you don't have to pay for it, except for the fact that you're exposed to this advertising. Instead, what it is like, okay, we're going to make you pay for this we're going to make you pay for this. Yes, you get some content, but in addition to that, you're also now going to have to watch a bunch of advertising. And if you think about it, right, I haven't bought any of the Point Break heist stuff, right? So, like, I'm kind of paying for it either way. I don't know. DLC is kind of a new... So, like, the big thing is that also the prices of games have started to go up, which is, I mean, is okay, because you need to pay for this stuff somehow. I just wish that we could find a better way... I wish we could find a more natural way of, like, accepting the fact that there is inflation, that the cost of making games is going up in some cases.
No cops. Keep it quiet. I'll let you know when you can plant the C4 on the road.
I sort of wish... I wish we could find a better way of navigating the idea that we need to find a way of covering the cost of making games while still accepting... while still acknowledging that, you know, the consumer...
Look for a storage room.
Acknowledging that the... you know, the consumer doesn't quite want to pay for the same thing multiple times over, like paying for DLC and then having to watch advertising and then paying for another DLC because the game is not, you know, not good without, or sorry, not, like, it's not a question of being good, but like not really playable without additional deals, like the additional content that they make.
Find that storage room, gang. The keys will be there.
And we'll share an idea shower. Yeah. We'll get the cream of the ideas. Yeah.
Anyways, let's just take a quick look at what the chat's saying. If you ask for $20 for a DLC, that's almost nothing gameplay-wise. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, like, Paradox, just take a look at the CK2 stuff. You cannot tell me that the game is actually worth what they're charging. Based on... like, if you look at the dollar value and say, it's like, okay, that thing that you're watching every Friday here, this is worth $200. It's silly. I don't think there's any way that I can actually get up those stairs. No. Yeah, I don't know what happened with Destiny. I mean, Valve has generally been okay with their DLC practices. I think Dota 2 is starting to have some problems. But... I wish there was a way to, like, lean. Can I just shoot him through the fence?
I did see a cockroach, but that's it. Over.
If an idiot wants to spend $300 to get a few pixels, so be it. Then Valve gets their cut from the market. Yeah, exactly. I mean, even content that will, like, let's imagine that there's something that will influence the, you know, the structure of the game. I'm okay with that, right? Like, again, that's what an expansion pack is like. But you have something like the Hearthstone model, where basically your deck falls behind if you don't have the latest expansion packs. And then you have something like, again, XCOM, which is a perfectly enjoyable game in its own right, even if you don't have enemy within. I just don't think it's that hard to navigate. I really don't think it's that hard to actually navigate this whole, you know, make some extra money off of the content, off of extra content without, you know, breaking what's originally there. I think that's kind of the big question. I think I'm just gonna have to shout these guys down.
Down on the ground! On the ground, all of you! And stay down!
Now that you've taken a hostage, the police assault is going to take more time.
Come with me. Move it.
This is probably not gonna work. Yeah.
They got a new IT guy on the books. If we can find his name and hack his PC, we should be able to open that door for you.
I don't even know how I'm supposed to find out what the guy's name is.
Get down on the ground.
Search the manager's office to see who the new IT guy is. Then locate his computer and hack it.
Which one's the manager's office again? I'm so turned around. David Bueno. I mean, this one's already running. Nope. Where are all the other keyboards? Suffice to say, I'm not very good at this game.
Nearly got it. Come on. Come on.
Nice. I mean, I get how this mission works now, though. I'm not entirely sure how we take the manager without drawing attention to ourselves, but... Picks lock on glass doors. Yeah, exactly, Phantom Klepto.
That was the wrong PC. Cops are on their way. You don't have much time now.
This is, by the way, one thing I do like about their missions is that they do actually have things that make you, like, have to pay attention. Just in this case, it's wound up screwing me. I don't think there are any other keyboards here. Like, I don't even have a David. Okay. Mary, Edward, Michael, Carolyn, Amy. Well, there's David Metzler. I don't think that's the right one, though. Whatever, we'll go for it.
Not much time. Hope this is the
I
right
mean,
one.
99 seconds, the mission's over anyway. Alright, third time's the charm, right, chat?
Okay, we're here. Time to go to work.
I think this is the Hotline Miami music that they
Remember,
have.
we can't sell damaged cars, so no cops. Keep it quiet. I'll let you know when you can plant the C4 on the road.
That power station nearby is messing up my radio. That's my only accounting.
It's actually a shame that we don't get to have the combat part, because the heavier part of the song is actually pretty good.
Now find the storage room. That's where the keys will be.
By the way, in the 3 times we've done this, we have yet to find the storage room. Okay, that's a perfect guy to shoot.
I don't know what you heard. Everything's cool over here.
Find that storage room, gang. The keys will be there.
Okay, there's the manager. Oh, no, that's not a manager. But we'll see if his path... Okay, path doesn't take him to the body, which is good. I think I'll also take the chance to unlock all of the doors. This is a little bit dangerous to do just because having bodies on the floor just increases your chances of drawing attention to yourself. And so anytime that you're spending not fulfilling an objective, is just another chance for somebody to find one of those.
Damn it. Alright, stay cool. Find the manager. Take him hostage. I'm sure he can help us get in.
Oh, wait a minute. This is the storage room. Got it. So we have found it before. There's the manager. I think there's a window here, isn't there?
I'm looking at the manager's file. Chances are he's wearing a black suit.
Down! Down, all of you!
It's actually convenient
Get down
that
on
they're
the
both in an
ground.
office here.
Get down!
I see you took a hostage. Then I'll hold him down for a little while.
Now, come
Oh,
on!
don't move him.
But if you have to ask the price of the Falco Genie... Thank you. Have a pleasant day.
Yeah, busted.
I did see a cockroach, but that's it. Over.
As long as somebody doesn't call the cops, I'm good.
Down on the ground! Down on the ground! Get down on the ground!
We're screwed.
The cops are en route. Move faster.
Alright, well, we at least have a chance. Stephen Jordan.
If we can get into his computer, I should be able to get the door open. Look for some clue to who this guy is.
There's David's
Find
desk.
his PC.
I think he might have been on the ground floor. Yep.
On the ground! On the ground!
Scope out
There's
the
Stephen
manager's
Jordan, right?
office. You should be able to find who the IT guy is. Then you can hack his PC. This
So
better
it'll
be
take
the right
99
one.
seconds.
Don't have much time now.
I mean, it's the only one that seems even similar. I'll just double check though. So we're hacking Stephen Jordan.
Stay still! Down! Down on the ground! Down!
Yep, we're good. Cue Whitechapel let the bodies hit the floor. And having a body on the floor isn't a problem when all the bodies on the floor. Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to lose all my money, that's definitely the strategy. You know what I should be doing right now is getting the C4 in place.
On the ground!
Almost there, guys. I'm trying as fast as I can.
Although, I'm pretty sure if you... alert the cops before you're hacking the computer, there isn't a way to win. At least not without people to help you.
Logged in. Alright. I'll have that log open soon. Head back to the van and grab the C4. Might as well get the escape ready.
On the ground!
Think we can do it in a minute?
Down!
Now for the fun part. Steal a car. I'll blast the road. Take cover.
Hang along! Okay.
Okay. Now drive. Go, go, go.
Faster!
This is not the vehicle I'm supposed to drive? Oh, for God's sake. think it's going to tell me any one of these are the... Alright, I'm really confused now. All four of us in the coop now. I mean, this is the one thing about the AI. The AI is only going to help you out with a fighting mission. But we'll give this one more try. I sort of feel I know the contours of the mission now. I have no idea how you're supposed to do this without like 100% stealth.
Okay, we're here. Time to go to
But we
work.
can at least make our job a little bit easier by not alerting the guards.
Quiet till you get the cars. We can't afford to have the cops shooting them up. I'll tell you when to plant the C4.
There's also a couple of inefficiencies in how I did that. Like, obviously I could have planted the C4 a little bit earlier. But so far as I can tell, it doesn't really matter. Like, it seems like whatever car I get, it's going to tell me to pick it up and drive it. Sorry, I didn't impress you all with my magnificent aim. So I'm trying to think if there's ever been a case where we haven't seen the manager on the second floor. One thing I will say for this game, the level design is, I think, relatively intelligent. So again, it's not just, like, obviously a lot of missions are smash and grabs, which is fine, but they usually give you a few elements to work with. So for instance, you know, here you need to figure out who the employee is to open up the door. Other ones you'll have, you know, some other sort of randomized element that you need to work with. Like maybe there's a GenSec security check at the moment that you're robbing the bank or something like that. I think those are nice touches because they keep the levels fresh. So again, you know, for the complaints that I was making about some aspects of this game, it's not to say that it's a poorly designed game at all. I think there's some good ideas inside of it. But sometimes maybe... I think in some cases I can say the good ideas outweigh, or don't necessarily outweigh some of the bad stuff. So you've watched the Meth Lab one? The Meth Lab one's fun because you need to learn how to make meth over the phone.
This is the place.
Damn, it's locked. Alright, the manager's still there. Take him as hostage. See if he has any information about the lock.
Okay, I'll see if I can move him into a slightly better place.
Buys you more time.
There's definitely a guard on his way here. We want to get him in the corner. What are you doing? Get over here.
Come along now.
I don't like this at all, but it'll have to do. One of the other things I hate about this is whenever the mission wants you to be quiet, he's almost certainly going to see that manager. A masked guy running around the car dealership with a gun. Don't mind me.
I think the fillings in my teeth are interfering with the radio signals.
Yeah, this is a problem.
No sudden movements.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Can't say much is happening here, to be honest.
Damn it.
Cops are on their way. Time is important, so hustle. Looks like they hired a new IT specialist.
Tell them Alexander.
In the manager's office about him. Then hack his computer. Once
Okay,
in,
this is good.
I'll get the lock open for you. Not much time. Hope this is the right one.
Yeah, it not just if you shoot it, it explodes. If you make it wrong, it'll explode. Phantom Klepto.
130.
This one we still have a chance of winning.
Get down. Get
Faster, faster!
So I mean, again, I think the idea here is that we just drive the cars down to whatever destination we have underneath here. I just don't know why it doesn't tell me, it doesn't update the objective once I've got the car.
Great. Papa Bane will take care of these. Now, back to the keys.
Seconds. Say if this had some cool jazz soundtrack or sound, it would be great actually. As it is, it's pounding techno.
Now for the fun part. Steal a car. I'll blast the road. Take cover. Okay, now drive. Go, go, go.
I mean, this is a really cool idea for a heist, by the way. Oops. That doesn't cause a scratch, right? It seems like a really far way to drive as part of a time-sensitive mission. I'm hired for heists, okay? Not for driving. Yeah, not a problem at all, Ems. I'm not doing a very good job with commentary on this just because I'm still trying to figure out how these missions work.
Now put the car in the container.
Oh.
Get out and we can close this caper.
Where's the container? No! Oh, that's the worst. I actually kind of want to do that. I'm going to do this one more time just because we got so close. All right, so what can you do? Yeah, apologies, you're in and out. You're at work for some of the last days before. Yeah, that's totally fine, right?
Clear Autos is our objective here. We're going to hit their dealership late in the evening.
All right, last one for this this mission, and then we'll do something that allows me to do combat.
Collateral damage will screw us, so no cops. That means keeping it quiet. I'll let you know when you need to plant the C4.
Let's break bad.
This is stupid to do, by the way. Like, there's so many people who can potentially see me running down the street, but I want to get this done quickly, so I can't run until I have a mask on. Let's hope I do this in time.
Oh yeah, we're perfectly perfect on over here.
One thing I'll also say too, if you like, if it doesn't quite detect your like that you're holding down the F key, it'll just automatically send the cops as well, which is not exactly a desirable feature, but such is life. One other thing I'll say about the mechanics of the game that drive me a little bit crazy is if you start running halfway through reloading, it cancels your reload, which is really irritating. Actually, you probably noticed this when I was playing this with Jesse Quill. Half the time my clip would be completely empty just because I'd start running halfway through a reload, and I wouldn't realize it until it was too late. So, which is not to imply I'm like any good at this game when I don't have that problem, but. He's heading this way. If we can just shoot him and put him in the stairwell, that'd be best, but it may not be possible.
Storage room is your target. That's where we'll find the keys.
Thanks, Bane. Got a way to blind everybody in the bottom level. And yeah, Phantom Klepto, this is not... Okay, I'm just gonna try shooting him. Pay no attention to the blood stain at the top. It was always there.
Over here, ma'am. Sorry, sir.
I can't remember how many body bags I get. Hopefully more than one, but... Well, I guess we'll find out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we just lost this one.
Over here. Stick him up. Sorry, sir.
Don't worry about the gunshots in the background.
Answer. On the ground.
Cops are en route. Move faster.
I'm not even trying this. Let's go back to the main menu. Alright, let's do something that does not automatically force me to go into stealth. No, the Shadow Raid, of course. I've done a lot of these before. I haven't done Meltdown.
At the Murky Water well. There's a little something I need you to fetch me.
I haven't done Slaughterhouse. This will be a good one.
We're ambushing a convoy down by the docks. The cargo is gold. The convoy is murky water. Questions?
Cool. So this is just complete carnage.
Murky water's been moving stuff through DC by convoy for months. I've resisted hitting these till we got a shot for a big price. Here it is. Gold bullion. Got a diversion on the Woodrow set up to get it where we want it. Then we're gonna separate an armored truck from an armed convoy. Once it's isolated, hit it and boost that sweet bling. Oh yeah.
Only thing I'm not crazy about for this one is the restrictions to movement. I actually, in general, prefer having a suit.
Going south, there's been a major accident that's clogging the entire freeway. It's like a war zone out there this morning, so you better take the scenic road.
Okay, the convoy is close. Get in position.
Am I allowed to, like, equip my weapons?
Truck's ready.
Only seconds away. Let's get the party started. For real. Open fire.
Okay, guys, get after that gold.
I'm gonna die already.
Has our gold. Get after it.
Anyone got one? Right.
One of the things I'm doing right now is avoiding using my primary weapon. It's just because I've only got about 4 clips worth. It's a powerful weapon, but it...
Follow the truck. Come on.
Over there.
Over where? Am I really supposed to jump this?
Down the stairs.
Okay, remember the plan. Extract the gold, move the gold, and set the smoke screens in the trap and escape. Let's go. All right, the truck is through there. Grab the C4 from the bin and blow that door.
Okay, this is making a little bit more sense than the previous mission.
Duck and cover, ladies! Get in. It's fucking stuck. Hands up!
Get it down from there, guys.
Yeah, they've got it probably.
Watch the civvies. Use those cable ties.
Get down!
Guys, the garage doors, Murky's.
Where? What? I just want to shoot people.
Down!
You need to get the truck down. Keep it with a little firepower. They're bringing in armored units.
I don't even know where this van is. Oh, there we go. Are you kidding me?
Guys, get the truck down. Shoot away those wires. Brace yourselves. Great work. Now breach those doors.
Cover your ball!
Shield!
Crack that safe, guys. Get that gold out of the fire zone.
Okay, so there's a shield coming up. I'm gonna switch to my primary weapon. You know what? Screw it. I'll just throw it away. Ah! I don't think they're gonna raise me.
Fucking shield!
So one of the things about the AI is that they won't actually do anything that doesn't involve shooting, which makes it really hard when I'm at like little health to be very effective on a mission. We should be able to get through it. I mean, if nothing else, we just siege it out and wait for a break in the assault.
Smoke! Smoke! Stay out of the smoke! They'll come through!
Run around and get a little bit of ammo.
Don't let Bonnie down there, lads!
There's a lot of shooting going on, but there we go. I think they've done some great voice acting for the Irish heister.
Okay, the cops. They just stepped up their efforts. Time for units incoming.
One thing I've noticed with the changes in the, like, basically allowing you to play any song that you want during any heist, I've noticed that the transitions to like preparing for the assault music have become a little bit more obvious, which is kind of a shame. I mean, the music is definitely the thing that makes this game, and it was kind of nice when it was a little more seamless.
Alright, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
That's Shields.
Time to shake the ground. Shield history.
Not that one. The one thing that's nice about this rifle is that, like, the way I've got it set up is that headshots don't take a lot of ammo. And then if you need to go for a body shot, it only takes 1 or 2. But the trade-off is that there's just so little ammo, which is kind of the way it should be, right? Like, you don't want something that'll do like one-shot kills, have a lot of ammo. Let's see if I can do this. Seconds. And get some ammo. Got it. Oh Jesus Christ! Not that one. Just wanted to get some ammo. So you can kind of get an indication of the difference. Like, this is my secondary weapon, and it takes quite a bit more effort to take out a SWAT team. And part of that's also because of the recoil. It's just not as accurate. So you can't take them. Of course it is. And I've got more than one of those to take as well. This is going to be fun. So this is, I mean, I'm just trying to think about the structure of this one. One of maybe the drawbacks about this particular layout is that I'm not entirely sure what the advantage of starting with the ambush of the convoy is. The fight to get to this location wasn't really that hard, and the majority is being spent inside the warehouse, so I'm not entirely sure we really needed to go through all of these winding alleyways just to get here where the majority of the action is happening. This, of course, is meaningful because, of course, if you have to have this big relay between the gold and...
The helicopter will see where we load our container. Gotta deal with that.
How? Okay, am I supposed to just carry more than this?
The gold out to container 61.
It's a taser!
Bonnie, tag along!
Keep him coming!
Get down on the ground!
god.
One of you want to share a medic bag?
Taser!
We really need to get to that gold before.
Gold out to container 61, crew.
I think we just run for it.
I just freed another civilian. We gotta focus on the civilians.
Even if we can like start moving before the assault starts, we should be able to get through the end. Well, so much for that. At least I'm almost at full capacity. And I'll pick up a little bit more. What might be interesting is if you could do a game like this where you could sort of, like, one group are the cops, one group is the robbers, maybe even just like one player is a cop, and be able to deploy the units. Because clearly this is a tactical error not to have people guarding this gold. This is the whole point of the heist, and so I'm obviously going to be coming back. I mean, it doesn't matter because the game is just going to generate enough police officers for me to mow down. But still. Which container again? I don't remember from the other 50 times you've said that. This is where I wish I had another grenade. I mean, the good news is the shield seems to be taking its time getting over here, but I don't know if I got a clean shot. So, I mean, you can kind of see this is an example of something that the AI is not perfect at, but at least a little bit better. As long as you can kind of get covered enough not to have to.
Sniper down!
Sniper reload!
One sniper left!
As long as you can get covered enough to. Holy crap. Okay, as long as you're covered enough to repair the drill, you should be good. I'm really running out of ammo. I mean, it's like, there are sniper rifles in this game. I don't think I have the DLC that gives them to me, but this weapon kind of is a sniper rifle as long as you aim it reasonably well. That's all I'm hiding.
Okay, I have an idea for that heli. Pour some gas on those tires and light it up. It should create a smoke screen.
And I'm sure the game will readily supply some gasoline, right?
Looks like snipers are gonna get involved.
Oh, God.
Got a sniper!
I see a sniper!
One sniper less in the world.
Remember, you need to find some gas and get it on the tires.
No kidding. Gas, you say? If the gas winds up being inside the slaughterhouse, I'm gonna freak out. curious what the exclamation mark's supposed to mean. Again, another great opportunity for a grenade if I can find it.
Find gas and ignite the tires. Give the chopper a nice thick smoke screen to worry about.
Gas and ignite the tires. This guy is full of good ideas.
Close up! Don't let through! Don't let body down that line!
Hopefully the gas doesn't weigh as much as the gold. Oh, ridiculous.
Now let's see that gas poured over the tires.
You remember that gas-flavored pork you guys all enjoy?
It's alright, it's just a scratch!
Remember, set fire to the tires. Get gas all over them.
Come on, you Walker. It's just a scratch.
I'm not quite sure what else there is to say about this game, really. I feel like I'm just complaining a whole lot, which I probably shouldn't. I think the one thing I will say for this is it's hard to imagine this game working without, like, friends you know. I've tried pubs a couple of times. It definitely feels like when you get somebody who's higher level than you try to stay with them as long as they can, but they don't have a lot of fun because they're just carrying you the whole time. It's a little bit like dating, right? Nobody wants to date, you know, lower than their level. Everybody wants to date higher. Jesus Christ. I mean, at least with friends like you have some rapport. You've got like a shorthand in terms of communicating. I guess I need to switch back to my secondary. Seriously? Well, as we're fond of saying, you only YOLO once. So, that smoke screen, huh?
The helicopters are flying away. It's working.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. More gas. Actually, so, given the fact that it hasn't given me an exclamation mark right away, I think that's a nice balance that they've added. I mean, for stuff like gasoline, especially if it's in weird places, it'd be kind of nice if you had a little more information. But at least in this case, they give you something, like if the mission's going on forever and you're obviously not getting where it's supposed to be. It's nice that they give you a little hint. So I think this is maybe, here's the way I would do this balance. Bane is not exactly the most helpful person when you know, like, you've got an alert saying, set this thing on fire. To have this guy yell at you, it's like, set some gas in container 12. That tells you nothing that you actually need to know. So it's like maybe once they trigger that audio, they give you one of these things. So apparently it's on the ground floor. wonder if there's a skill that allows you to reload faster. I know they added that in Killing Floor 2. Jeez, why? Why is that there? Gordon Ramsay would be freaking out right now. You're refueling your car beside where you're butchering your pork! You gotta keep your pork and your gasoline separate!
Sniper taken care of. Sniper out.
Okay, just let my armor recharge. Again, the nice advantage of a gun like this. Can we please go? Why? We've been at this for 23 minutes. I think the more effective trap is us just hanging out here. It'd be nice to put some more gold in there, but I really don't want to go back into the warehouse if I can avoid it. The worst thing about these rooftop guys are not even the fact that they're shooting down on you, but you can't get ammo from them after killing them. This hurts a lot. I gotta run around. Ah, there's more than one.
Keep out, you bastard! It's a shield! Fucking give it full bottom! A kiss from body for each dead copper! Look out! The shield! Don't let him up your ass!
There we go.
Shield! Did he slow down? Bastard! It's a shield!
So this is a way for the trap, but like, are we waiting like a week? I'm wasting ammo. Wow.
Stop fannying!
Waiting is my favorite part. Can you tell? Oh! So much to recover. I'm pretty sure this gray indicates I'm busted if I die one more time.
Hey, Clover!
That was well handled. Bought yourself a breather. So start breathing and get it done.
I don't know if I want to go chasing that shield. Let's just try and get some ammo. I hope this is done soon. At this point, it's just kind of collecting ammo containers. If I can get back up to 90 for the primary weapon, then we should be able to survive one more assault.
Great. Now we can get out of here. Get to the escape. Follow the blue containers.
Sacre bleu! That's the one nice thing about the shields. If you can get them in the soft spot, they're pretty harmless. These are going to be moving, right?
Stop standing around and get to the escape point. Follow the blue containers.
Take cover, sniper!
You're kidding. Ridiculous.
A sniper!
Oh, I am so done. Yeah. I think this just auto loses for us. Yeah. Alright. Fair enough. I don't know. As a shooter, it's okay. Yeah, you know, I think I'm done for tonight because I know the numbers are starting to dwindle. And I'm not entirely sure solo Payday 2 is quite the thing everybody's coming to watch for. So let's go back to the main menu and just talk a little bit about the game. So as a shooter, I think it's okay. Not sold. I mean, so bots are easily the worst way to play this game, especially with the structure of most of the missions. As far as the online experience is concerned, you know, like with any multiplayer game, it's kind of hit or miss, especially a game that requires organization. It's just like Dota 2. In some cases, it's really, really fun and things gel, and in other cases, it doesn't work so well. So I think it's a game best played with friends, best played when you can sort of interact with your team a little bit better. I don't know how much more I'll play of this. I kind of did this just because we're in Crime Week and I didn't want to start the new title. But as is the case, Monday is a regular streaming day for me, so I will definitely be back tomorrow. I'm going to try and do my regular time of 7 o'clock. So we will be playing something totally brand new. I'm actually going to be making an effort to involve some other Team Panda members on one of these. I don't know when it's going to be, though. So no commitments in terms of what we're going to be playing, but I will try to be up for 7 o'clock Pacific time tomorrow. Or today, as the case may be. As we always do, though, for those of you who are still hanging out, it would be nice to pass on some of the love and support that you guys have given me. Let me just take a quick look and see who's up. So WTFosaurus seems to be on his regular... Okay, not a whole lot of options, especially regarding Team Panda, I think. Let me just double check this. I'm going to cheat and use my own command for a second. I just want to double check that there's not somebody I'm missing. Yeah, I'm the only one streaming right now. So what I'm going to do is host a Dota 2 streamer. So this is a relatively well-known individual. They're a good, like a relatively well-known Dota 2 personality. I think she has a pretty nice stream, and I think somebody whose skill level is like, it's not a professional level. And so in this case, somebody who, you know, I can relate to a little bit more in terms of their content. Her name's Shiver. She does do presentations in terms of tournaments and things like that. She plays the host role, does commentate. I actually kind of wish that she'd do more commentating, although I believe this is not necessarily her decision. And just overall, I think is probably one of the best options that I can give you right now. So if you don't like Dota 2, obviously I will... I'll have to leave you there, but we won't do a proper raid or anything like that. But in this case, I will just drop to host to Shiver Gaming, and hopefully it'll take you guys through the rest of your evening. And we'll see you in 15 hours. Have a good one, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in.